First semi-final, in fact, to see the big game between Woodville and Port Adelaide. Max Parker in doubt during the week with suggestion that he may have the flu. Through goes Taylor. Taylor puts it onto the left boot, hooks it back. O'Brien. The whistle is gone, and it's a free kick there to Detman. Detman goes to centre half forward. Fuller drops down and takes the mark. He had the headgear on just prior to the game starting, but ripped it off. Obviously not happy with it. Goes in long. Nichols in the goal square. The punch away. The big thump comes from Harris. Scouting for the ball out there is Russell Boyd. He goes long towards centre wing. Greg Boyd's behind. Goes for the thump. In goes O'Brien. The ball goes over the line. We'll see a throw in centre wing.
Michael O'Brien's taken his place in the Port Adelaide side. Anderson's there. It's going to be Johnson against Parker. Taken out by Haylock. The kick forward, half volleyed by Martin. He can't control it. And again out of play. Very little breeze this afternoon. Ideal conditions, and what a magnificent crowd in to watch this first semi-final. The knockout semi-final. Loses out. The winner goes on to play in the preliminary final next week against Glenelg. Stephen Williams. Craig Lum's in the side. Number 27 gets his first kick of the afternoon, but kicks it straight to Haylock. Chance for the Warriors to go into attack. They're kicking into a slight breeze. The breeze probably worth 2 or 3 goals. Martin appeared to get one in the back. He's got the free. John Martin about 55 metres from goal. Nichols in the square. Russell Johnson has dropped back. Parker was loose. That's Johnson's man. And only going about 10 metres, but Max almost within kicking range. Big fella. Hooked at it somewhat. It's the first score. No, it's not. It's gone out of bounds because it's hit the behind post on the full. So the free kick will be Stephen Curtis's.
Yes, Max tried for that little extra distance and just hooked the ball offline. Curtis edges the ball back towards the half-back line. Anderson is in there. Detman couldn't get it. Haylock can. Close to the line. The ball still in play. Harris. Gee, don't Woodville look different with their white strip on? Harris, I think the ball was out of play. And Harris is going to have to bring the ball back and give to the boundary umpire. Umpires Laurie Argent and Neville Thorpe in charge. Throw in left full forward pocket. Johnson. Schwarz behind in the bomber. Schwarz. Max Parker. The big fellow out now gives a chance. Here's the ball goes in towards full forward. Getting back in defence, it's Kinnear. I think he kicked out on the full. Yes, it definitely was out on the full under pressure. And the free kick goes to Suri, plays on, shoots for goal, and he popped it through. Brilliantly done, zip zap. The Warriors are away. First goal to Woodville. Port Adelaide yet to score.
Well, what a man to kick the first goal for Woodville. It was Ralph Sewer on grandstand side. Gathered the ball magnificently, and his disposal was expert. It always is. So Ralph Sewer, the man who would dearly love to play in a premiership side, has put Woodville on its merry way. Woodville a goal. Port yet to score in this very important first semi-final for 1986.
Oh, what a vital goal it was too. Do wonders for their confidence. Parker wins again. Johnson the chance, slips it to Anderson. Port Adelaide go forward. A big roar. Darren Smith out in front. Beautifully put by Anderson. And Darren Smith leading O'Dwyer to the ball. Has it about 40 metres out. Now O'Dwyer's caught the 15-metre. And this brings Smith well within range. Anderson was loose in the pocket, but he's decided to have a shot for goal. Had a very quiet one last week in the qualifying final to Darren Smith. But this will lift his confidence if he can boot it. 30 metres out. The kick is good. Port Adelaide reply, their first goal. Scores are tied away at 1 each. Smith has got one and Sewer's got one.
Well, the great news for all football supporters is the fact that Anderson is out there after his concussion last week and looking brilliant. After he got the ball, it was a beautiful pass to Smith. Took it in front of his eyes, then he bolted past for the double play. But when he got the 15-metre, that is, Smith got the 15-metre, he didn't need Anderson, popped it through, and it's an even ball game. 1 goal, both teams.
Well, everything's set up for a great match here. Moving up on 5 minutes. Parker and Johnston. Johnson got very high, dragged it out towards Jolly. Jolly had it taken from him by Clifford. The umpire has called it an illegal tackle. Well, I support Bomber Clifford there. I don't think he intended that, but umpires don't often see it that way. Johnston, good mark, centre half back. plays it on. He nearly always does play on Russell Johnston. Comes out to centre wing, and a good mark out here to Russell Boyd. Bomber's clear. Boyd sees him. He's under the ball now. Good punch away there by Rogers. In goes Rowan Smith, and there'll be a throw in just the attack side of centre wing for Port Adelaide.
There's the Bomber. He's got a vital job today. They didn't get much around the packs last week. If he plays well, they're in business. That was a brilliant spoil from Andrew Rogers, however. He had to make heaps of ground to get there, and did that. Big Dwayne up against Rogers. Rogers takes it, gets a hurry kick forward. Just fractioning long for Russell Boyd, or Johnston has it smothered by Templeton. Parker now wanting to hand all it off. Strong tackle by Harrison, he's lost it. Stephen Williams, is he out? No. Play on, it was close. Williams puts it towards half forward. Oh, good mark in front. Daryl Borlays. On goes the Bomber. Left foot kick is towards goal. O'Dwyer slips. Oh, it's coming back. Close. Chance in the square. O'Brien left it behind, and finally Des O'Dwyer tumbles it through for a point. Anxious moments for the Warriors. Quarter 1-1. Woodville 1 goal.
What a great crowd. What a great day. Ideal conditions. Fuller, as David told you, had the headgear on, didn't like it, shrugged it off before the game started. Would think that would be 15 metres against Russell. McDonald elects to play on off the half back line, kicks long, looking for Taylor. Leslie there with him. Leslie holds ground, can't complete it. Off goes Martin. Oh, he lost the footy. Templeton, he can't get it either. Didn't have the footy. Play on is the call. Players piled up, and the umpire will come in to bounce. On the half forward line, 1-1 to a goal. Malcolm Blight, can he do it when his second successive finals game? Russell Johnson gets the tap away, but it's back there towards Russell Boyd. Tapped away by McDonald. Rowan Smith. McDonald winds up with a footy, but in doing so he's given away the free kick.
The free kick was right. There's a move on from Greg Boyd, who comes way across to half forward to try and take the mark, and that's a good effort. Good mark, Greg Boyd, left half forward flank. Russell Boyd, his brother, runs down ground, but he's covered, so the kick is long. Darren Smith is the target. The free kick's already been given, and that'll go to Des O'Dwyer. Woodville fullback, who's played pretty well since transferring from Norwood. Now Detman. Detman goes short, looking for McDonald. He had it and then dropped it. Could prove costly. Rowan Smith couldn't pick it up. The big man can. He's caught. And that's holding the ball. I tell you what, Woodville's tackling is fierce. It's quick. It's very effective. The handball went over from Detman to Fuller. The big man jumps from centre half forward and takes a brilliant mark. Harris is on his own. The kick goes out towards that player, but it may come unstuck. Curtis slipped over at the wrong time. It always is the wrong time to slip over, and Bomber Clifford clears for Port Adelaide.
Into the centre of the ground. Woodville at the fall of the ball. Jolly. Now Fuller. No, showing no ill effects from that injury last week, and he started well again this week. He was a great player in the first quarter against Norwood. The kick from Templeton, searches for Nichols. 2 to beat as Johnson gets back. Parking the chance, although the umpire has sorted out a free. It's gone against Nichols for over the shoulder, and Ben Harris takes the free deep in the back pocket. 8.5 minutes into the quarter. There's only 1 point in it. Greg Boyd's got into the space. Now they can run it clear here. The handball over the top finds David Hutton. Hutton's kick is out wide to Anderson. Playing it half forward at the moment. He's got well clear of Jones on the right foot. Kick to the pocket. O'Dwyer out in front. Couldn't take it. Finally got back on it and went for the safety of the line. The Port fans want a free kick, but umpire Thorpe says no, it will be a throw-in.
The Magpies by a point. 9 minutes gone. Smith for the throw-in in the right forward pocket. Dwyer making sure that he doesn't get loose. The bodies go in. Russell over the top in the scissors movement. Can't get out. The umpire said he could play on. Has a flying shot at the goal. This could be awfully close, just off the fingers. It's gone through for a point. Gee, it just floated away. And that's Port Adelaide's second. 1-2 to the Warriors. 1 goal.
Powerful football from Dwayne Russell, and match-winning stuff if that was a goal. So Dwyer found Fuller. This is where they run well out of defence, the Woodville side. Centre wing now, Templeton tries the one-hander, couldn't mark the ball. Off hands Russell Boyd. Darren Smith now. Oh, he dropped that as well. Bit fidgety out there, Port Adelaide making errors. The push away there from Phil Harrison, but Woodville are going to clear the ball. Up to half forward. Oh, the fly from Harrison didn't work, but coming out is Seward. Nichols, great work, Seward. Brilliantly done. Fantastic football from Ralph Seward. He's kicked plenty from angles like this during the year. He's beat at 93 for the year. That one won't score a goal. It's pushed off to the left. Martin Leslie's up. He's going to be paid the free kick.
Leslie will relieve for the moment, at least anyway, for the Port Adelaide side. They've been under pressure. Johnson wants it down the middle of the ground. Parker to fly against him. At the back Schwarz, uncontested, although it's a little loose. The kick goes short towards half forward. Clifford infringing. Umpire Argent says that the Woodville player Templeton was held, and he's got it at centre half forward and a great chance to score. Well, what a find he's been for the Warriors this year. He and teammate Nichols, both from Tasmania, both being stars for the Warriors. Second kick for Templeton. Taylor lurking in the square, Leslie playing him like a glove, but Templeton should make the distance. 40 metres out, no angle, drop punt is good. It's drifting a little now. It's drifted too far. 1 point only. 1-1 in the Warriors trail Port 1-2.
11.5 minutes gone. Curtis taking the kick in. Boyd leads short into the pocket. Curtis going out longer, looking for Russell Johnson. Oh, he hasn't found him. He's found Taylor. Taylor's second mark might be beyond his distance. Off goes Nichols. He's just, kicks into the man on the mark. Thumped by Templeton in towards the pocket. Nichols now this way, hooks around the corner. It's going to be close, just offline. Brilliantly done. Just missed by a half metre or so. And the Warriors get their second point. 1-2 both teams.
Well, the Warriors may in fact be tacking into a slight breeze, going to the southern end, but they're attacking very well. Superb kick-off from fullback, goes straight to Russell Boyd. Boyd comes away and tries to find Dwayne Russell. Rogers with him. No, the free kick will go to Dwayne Russell for interference. So the big man's got it about 70 metres from goal. 65, 70 metres. Darren Smith on a lead. Oh, great pass. Well done by O'Dwyer. He just got there. Darren Smith gets a push late, but it's a stalemate, and there'll be a bounce at centre half forward. A bullet-like pass there from Dwayne Russell. We don't see him do that very often. The bounce down centre half forward. Darren Smith didn't really get near it. O'Dwyer thumped it away. Greg Anderson now. He looks in pretty fine fettle, actually. This is his third kick. Jags that one back. Darren Smith. That's the second or third mark that he's dropped. Ginnivan picks up the crumbs, aims it at goal, and boots it. His first goal. Port Adelaide 2-2, Woodville 1-2 on Seven's big lead.
Although a bit lucky at the finish. Darren Smith has dropped a couple of sitters. That kick from Anderson, not ready-made for him. He got his hands wrapped around it, couldn't hold it. But then Ginnivan seized on it quickly and under no pressure, twisted, turned and booted a goal. An important one. It's put Port in front by 6 points. They're 2-2 now to the Warriors 1-2.
Johnson against Parker. Line ball, Anderson burrows in for it. Likewise, Harris gets out the handball to nobody in particular. Big Mac stumps it to the half-forward line. Aerial ping-pong Hutton. Through goes the Sherman tank in Curtis. Rowan Smith out wider still now. Russell Boyd. He goes long. The lead of Smith. Dwyer, fine mark. Gee, he was out in front of Smith on that occasion. Has plenty of pace. To relieve for the Warriors, kicks up towards centre wing. Parker almost. Johnson winds up with the ball, has it smothered. Quickly now, Stephen Williams looking for a pass off, goes in towards the half-forward line. Here's a chance now. Ginnivan, can he make it two? Down he goes, still burrowing in for it. Russell in and out. Gee, going down like 9 pins. Rogers in the action as well, and the umpire will come and ball it up.
Well, Darren Smith has made a couple of mistakes early, and he did seem to interfere with his teammate then, but it's early days and some final jitters out there, I think, from some of the Port Adelaide players. Strangely enough, Woodville players seem to be pretty steady. There'll be another bounce. Centre half forward. Woodville 1-2, Port Adelaide 2-2, and we're about 15 minutes into this first quarter. The big crowd here, the biggest of the final so far. Smith put his hand on it. A chance now for O'Brien. The handball is to Anderson. Anderson's going to get caught. He gets a long handball clear, went through Ginnivan, Now Russell Boyd hooks around the corner. Dwayne Russell will mark it and play on. Boyd, in fact. Greg Boyd it is. Marked it in the square. Played on. Booted his first goal. Port 3-2. Woodville 1-2.
Port are steadied and they're looking pretty good in attack. Greg Boyd proving it. Big problem down there, getting into the space. Anderson was given a long time to get rid of that. The handball then was successful, and brother to brother, Russell to Greg, and it was finished off in a goal. 3-2 then Port lead the Warriors 1-2.
Umpire Neville Thorpe gets the game started again. Big Max. Line ball, that one again. Fuller through the pack towards Taylor. Can't get it out. Stephen Williams burrowing for it. Likewise, Leslie bites the dust, and the umpire will rebounce the ball. Almost back in the centre circle, as you can see. The bounce doesn't favour anyone in particular. John Martin now finally it's got away by Big Russell Johnson out towards centre wing. Going through all the tackle, could be high on the Port Adelaide player in Hutton. And no, it's going against that player. And it's Alex Lunn who takes the free kick from the half-back line to put Woodville into attack. On the lead is Templeton, but it's taken by Johnson.
Good mark, Russell Johnson. He likes to play on normally. There it is. Away goes Harrison now for Port Adelaide. Over the centre. Dwayne Russell up high, but the man that stayed down was McDonald. Took the mark on the chest. Here's a chance now. Half forward, Templeton. Good mark. He'll play on. Taylor flanks him. Short, Nichols. Ben Harris is too quick. Great interception, Ben Harris. And he slams the ball out of defence. Rogers couldn't take the mark. McDonald again playing very, very cleverly. Got the handball out to Fuller. Fuller goes long for the Warriors. Taylor tries to get back. Big leaps in the pack there. Not effective. Borlay's got the handball through. Now Hutton. A chance. Woodville. Zip-zap. Away he goes. Onto the left boot. He's done it again. Zip-zap's kicked his second with his third kick. Woodville 2-2. Port Adelaide 3-2 on Seven's big lead.
Superb piece of weaving by Zip-zap Sewer. But it came as a result of a bad kick from David Hutton. Obviously, some nerves in these finals, and the young man couldn't get it clear. It dribbled off his boot, and Sewer seized on it. Great goal. He started well. He's booted two. The Warriors trail by 6 points. They're into the breeze. It's 2-2 to 3-2.
18 minutes into the first quarter of the first semi-final. It's a mothball semi-final. Parker. Bomber Clifford has a second try. The tackle was a little high. Got the handball away, holding the ball. Templeton's allowed to play on. He puts it up now. Kinnear getting underneath it. With him there is Leslie. Can't bring it down. Kinnear in control. Out towards centre wing and Anderson. That's well played. Anderson looks for the lead. Kick number 4. Puts out the pass. Rowan Smith. The back of the pack is Lunn. Goes short for Fuller. Underneath it. In comes Harris. Against Russell. Strong tackle. Strong work, Harris. Long handball now. Over towards centre field. And it goes into attack through Johnny. Big leap up there. Not successful. Johnson back in defence. Leslie the running player. He's going to get run down. Bomber Clifford. He'll need help. Harris. Port Adelaide desperately clear. Back towards our half-back line where Russell Boyd takes the mark.
Great game of football. Russell Boyd will go short. It finally worked. It didn't look like it though. There's Anderson again. Kick number 5. Uses the right boot. Dwayne Boyd fell over in fact. The big thump came. Harrison weaves through the pack. Rowan Smith, he rarely misses. Through it goes. Brilliant goal. His second kick. First goal. Port Adelaide 4-2. Woodville 2-2.
Yes, that's brilliant football by Port Adelaide. Lunn perhaps had the chance to mark at centre half back, but elected to thump it clear, and on the ground it was all Port Adelaide. That handball was a superb one to Rowan Smith. Peter told you he rarely misses, and he doesn't. The goal was imminent. Port Adelaide at 4-2, the Warriors at 2-2 as we go past 19 minutes of the first quarter.
The two Warriors, that is Johnson and Parker, one a Warrior in the other sense as well, at the ball. Parker's tap. The bounce favours Anderson. Thought about a handball. He's on his natural lefty. Gives it out now to Boyd on the left leg. Puts out the pass. Smith too short. And it's going to go over the head of the top to Lunn. He'll go out to the outer side. This could be dangerous, although it's 2-on-1 out there. Well taken there by Jones. Elects to play on. Oh, that's a poor kick. Bomber Clifford backs into the pack. Takes the mark. He's on the attack side of the centre line. Long handball out towards centre wing and Hutton. Well tackled McDonald. Holding the ball. Gee, little quick. but the free kick will go to McDonald on the half-back line. He'll centre the ball, goes towards Haylock. Well marked, plays on. Oh, on the left leg, wasn't a good one. Could be lucky. Jolly through the half-forward line, puts out the pass. Nichols! He's going to play on, open goal, puts it through. His first, the Warriors' third, kick number 3. Woodville fight back, 3-2. They trail the Magpies 4-2.
Well, the Magpies are playing very well, but so are the Warriors, and they came down the centre of the ground there brilliantly. McDonald got it from a great tackle. Haylock was involved in the final analysis. It went through to Nichols, and he played on for a fine goal. So Woodville certainly by no means lagging. They're right up with the pace. 3-2 to Port Adelaide 4-2, and certainly a great game of football here at headquarters.
21 minutes into the quarter. Parker against Johnson. Johnson has started pretty well. Wins that one. Judged it better. Handballs it off to Clifford. Port go forward again. Leading in the race is Fantasia. Leads it bounce here. Under pressure from Geneva. Gets a high one. Back towards centre wing. Detman. Into lend support went Haylock. They've got it now through Detman, but he's in trouble. Goes short. The pass will find Rogers. Out they come. Fuller. Over the top to Swars. Back to Fuller in the 1-2. He's run himself into trouble and lost it. Anderson intercepts. They just overdid it too much. Anderson goes long. A free is being paid. Down ground, and Darren Smith rather will take it. I'm not quite sure what happened behind play. I was following the ball. Anderson may have been unloaded, but anyhow, the free kick has gone down ground, and Darren Smith has it about 20 metres out directly in front. Darren Smith, second kick. Chance to notch his second goal. Drop punt is there. 2 to Smith. Port Adelaide 5. They're 5-2. The Warriors 3-2.
Yes, David, you were right. He was unloaded when he got his kick away. And although I, like you, was following the ball, Detman was the player that Port Adelaide took umbrage on. It was a high tackle, and the free kick went further downfield, and of course Smith kicks his second. 5-2 Port Adelaide, 3-2 the Warriors.
Greg Anderson starting to get some important touches there in the middle, but Ron Fuller still doing some good work, although it was that player who made the mistake which set up the Port goal. Russell Johnston. Fuller runs into a brick wall. The human wall. What a massive man he is, Dwayne Russell. Powerful man. Whew. Russell Johnston. Parker got it down. Harris the quick kick away. Lands into the hands of Martin. Martin goes long. Nichols will have to jump from behind. He won't get near it. The man in front is Martin Leslie. He's caught. The handball wobbles out. Here's another chance now for Stephen Williams. Ben Harris started well at fullback, goes short. Dwayne Russell. Did he mark it or didn't he? No, he didn't. He's in trouble. Just got away with it. Laurie was right on the spot then. He gave him the nod. There's a free kick. That will go the other way to John Martin. Pretty keen to play it on, normally John Martin, but with his third kick, he held that one back a bit. Harris. The punch away comes. Rogers. Detman. Well done, Geneva. Oh, he got that one at ankle level. That's a Russell Ebert job. It worked. From Dwayne Russell. Stephen Williams has collared over the shoulder, so it's his free kick.
Well, maybe a little lucky then, Stephen Williams. He's off now. Down the middle of the ground goes Russell Boyd. Wants to handball it off. Got no one to give it to. Kick number 8 is towards Darren Smith. Again, good defensive work by O'Dwyer. Got a fist on it and put it out of play. Gee, Russell Boyd has started well. 8 kicks already. We've only been playing for 24 minutes. Throw in on the outer side. O'Dwyer against Darren Smith. Lurking at the back was Dwayne Russell. He's hooked it around the corner. Clifford a chance. Jams it onto the boot, but it's only as far as Colin McDonald, and he takes the relieving mark in the back pocket. McDonald will go short. Oh, dangerous football there. Fantasia had to sit and wait for it. And it was an easy spoil for the Port Adelaide player. Throw in right forward pocket. Smith will take it. Dwyer against Smith. Russell over the top. Jones goes for the roundhouse right, back towards Detman. Close to the line, can't keep it in play.
and the ball will be put back at the half-forward right flank. 5-2 to 3-2, 12 minutes gone. Well, sorry, 12 points the difference, and 25 minutes gone. Into time on. A throw in. Over the top, Rogers, but he tapped it straight down there to Port Adelaide's Borlase, but it's well taken in defence by O'Dwyer.
O'Dwyer's doing reasonably well, but his opponent's booted 2 already. Haylock, in fact, comes onto centre wing. Sewer on centre wing. Good mark. Randall Jolly it was who kicked the ball initially. Over the top it goes to Templeton from Fantasia. Templeton runs through half forward. Here's a big chance. John Martin runs around the man, gives it back to Templeton. They've run themselves into a pocket. The quick kick away looks for Nichols, but Russell Johnston in defence takes the good mark. Short to Stephen Williams. He loves to play it on, Russell Johnston. He does it on nearly every occasion. Oh, that's a trip, but he got out of it pretty well. Fuller couldn't quite get there, so it's Williams' third kick. Rogers, he's in the centre of the ground. He'll kick long towards the pocket. Here's a big chance, but Russell Johnston again. There he goes. Plays it on immediately to Williams. He's going to hook it back towards O'Brien. He takes the mark on centre wing. Now, there's a Paddock in front of him. One out, O'Dwyer, Darren Smith. Smith in front. 2 grabs. Too strong. It's his second mark. He's dropped 3. He's a worry for O'Dwyer. A big worry. Third kick, Darren Smith. A goal, a kick. Oh, it's coming back beautifully. 3 goals, 3 kicks, Darren Smith. 6-2 the Magpies, the Warriors 3-2, all the action on 7's big lead.
Value for money, Darren Smith. One of those goals came as a result of a free after disposal. But he's earned the other 2 pretty well, and he is a problem for Des O'Dwyer. He's got 3 out of Port's 6. It's been a good quarter for Port Adelaide. They have a slight breeze at their back, but they have a lead of 18 points, and that in the first semi-final is a good lead.
Sure is. Russell Johnston having a fine first quarter. Back knocks it to Smith, runs himself in and out of trouble. Taylor wants support on the left leg, goes back to the right, but then has the ball smothered. John Martin against Johnson. The big fellow does it beautifully again. Puts the Magpies into attack up toward Darren Smith. Lost this one, Lund back in defence. He's going to have to work hard, 1 against 3. Umpire said play on, the handball goes out now. Boyd, long handball. Smith, can he make it for open goal? Brilliantly done, the Bomber. Smith kicks his 4th. Port Adelaide a brilliant start in the first quarter. 7-2, they lead the Warriors 3-2.
Centre bounce again. It's Johnston who's done very well in this first term. Bomber the chance, gets caught. In goes Martin Leslie, throws it out to Dwayne Russell. In customary fashion, hooks around the corner towards half forward. Mackworth just on the ground, taps it out in front, but it gives Greg Boyd the chance. He's lost it now to Mackworth. Mackworth under pressure, gets it back in the direction of Fantasia. Now Greg Boyd, oh, here's a chance for Borlase. He can go all the way into the square, and with the left foot bangs through goal number 8 for the Maggies. The second kick to Borlase. It's been a sensational first quarter by Port Adelaide. 8-2 to the Warriors, 3-2. Great action on 7's big lead.
Yes, momentarily, Woodville look a little nonplussed. They've lost their bearings, and Port Adelaide are doing it far too easily. When Mackworth couldn't get a handball away of any effectiveness, he lost it. Port Adelaide walked into an open goal.
Well, the fairy tale's turning into a nightmare for Malcolm Blight at the moment. The Warriors down by plenty. It's 30 points. Oh, bad judgment by Fantasia. Stephen Williams could make it 9. He does! Oh, that took 20 seconds. First goal to Stephen Williams. Port Adelaide 9-2. The Warriors 3-2. All the action on 7's big league.
Well, it's all happening now for the Magpies. They're getting it out of the middle. Stephen Williams' 5th kick results in their 9th goal, and that is a match-winning performance. First semi-final to kick 9 goals in the first quarter. It would take a miracle for the Warriors to get back from here. The difference now is 6 goals, 36 points at the 31-minute mark. Port 9-2, Woodville 3-2.
Oh, yes. Port Adelaide by plenty. And this man Johnson starting it all at the centre bounce. Maybe what we've heard about Max Parker not being well is right. Fuller winds his way, but he's conceding ground. McDonald off the half back back line. Woodville, a long kick into attack through that player. Underneath it is Sewer. Well, the high tackle is on Kinnear. Woodville becoming a little frustrated now. The tackling is crude, and Port Adelaide playing cool finals football. Kick number 3, Kinnear, half back line. Off goes Borlase towards that player. The ball goes. Siren sounds. A brilliant one for the Magpies. The one that the Warriors would rather forget. Russell Ebert would have to be happy. 9-2 lead Woodville 3-2.
After sensational first quarter, Port Adelaide lead 9-2 to 3-2 at the start of the second in the first semi-final. The loser, the end of the road. Anderson gets a free for a pretty untidy tackle. Anderson's 7th kick is towards half forward. Mackworth on the ground, gets a fist on it. More chance for Port Adelaide here. Greg Boyd has it in front of him, but left it behind. Jennifer held, wanted a free. Dominic Clifford snares it. Oh, here's a chance. 2 in the square. Darren Smith and Greg Boyd. McDonald has to fight against both of them. In there to support is Stephen Williams. There's Magpie jumpers everywhere as he hooks round the corner. He's offline, but look, bad signs there for the Warriors. Very loose in defence. There were Port Adelaide jumpers in numbers. They managed only a point.
Yes, David, they're just running around chasing Guernseys at the moment. They've got to get more method into their game. Compose your back, Geneva. Over the top is Detman. The umpire's going to rule a line ball and a bounce on the half-forward line. What a quarter by Port Adelaide, that first. 9 goals. One stage it was about 4-3, then they just changed gears and off they went. Hooked back there by Rogers towards the boundary line. Well done, Michael O'Brien hooks around the corner. Smith's going to get a leap at the back. No, he can't get off the ground. First recover, Borlase. Woodville might concede a point here. No, they can't get it out, and the umpire will come and bounce in the right forward pocket. Close to the line. Woodville have got to set about now. Just slowly edging back into the game. And get back into it by half-time, at least a respectable score if they can. The ball is out of play.
Right forward pocket. Port Adelaide in attack. It would appear that the Warriors are going with the breeze, but they'll need more than the breeze to get them back into this game at this stage, although with their form of the last 2.5 to 3 months, they've certainly got a good standing. Oh, excuse me. Fantasia booted that one out. Unintentionally, of course, but they're making errors. And the big man himself's got the ball. Goes short to Stephen Williams. And that Warrior defence is pretty ragged at the moment. I think they're shell-shocked, actually. 7th kick now to Stephen Williams. That ball coming back, but not quickly enough. A point to the Magpies. 9-4 now to the Warriors, 3-2.
It's going to be O'Dwyer to bring the ball back into play. He's had his hands full with Darren Smith, who kicked 4 in the first term. O'Dwyer goes out wide to the leader, Fuller. The 2 Port Adelaide players flew against each other. Anderson held, good tackle, holding the ball. The kick finds Haylock at centre wing. Direction now towards half forward. Chance for Andrew Taylor. He's supreme in the air. Starved somewhat of opportunities, but his marking is good. Nichols out in front of Harris. Here's a chance on the ground for Kevin Harris. Curtis did well. He's lost it now to Nichols. Is this 95 for the season? No, he won't get the distance. Into the square it goes. Almost a Port Adelaide mark. Oh, there's a holding the man decision in the square. Michael Templeton has it. And now the chance for the much-needed goal of the Warriors. Trailing by over 6. 3.5 minutes into the quarter. Templeton with his 6th kick, the chance to kick his first goal. Don't they need it? Templeton being asked to come around a little on the angle. He's right in the square, however. Shouldn't miss from there. He hasn't. He's kicked his first. The Warriors have got the first goal in the second quarter. They needed it badly. They're 4-2, trailing Port 9-4.
Yes, David, they certainly did. It's a long haul back from here. They're 5 goals down. On that occasion, Port Adelaide had a chance to mark it in defence. They couldn't. And then Templeton made it pretty obvious that he'd been tagged without the footy. And the umpire gave him a free kick right in front of goal. That's the place to get it. Port Adelaide 9-4, Woodville 4-2. And it's good to see that Ian Jones is back. Whether he knows too much about what's going on is problematical, but at least he's on his feet. We're on his bottom at the moment.
Well, 9-4, 4-2. Can Woodville continue and claw its way back into this game in the second quarter? I'll tell you what, I think about 75% of the crowd hopes that it does. Very big crowd in, between 35 and 40,000, cheering this Warrior side on. Big Max got high then, pushed it out, but Bomber Cliff had snared it. Russell Boyd didn't mark it. Anderson took it away from him with his 8th kick, goes up to half forward. Lutton tries to punch away from Rowan Smith. Rowan Smith got it back to Anderson though. He skirts the boundary, gave it back to Rowan Smith. Very clever. Here they go again, Port Adelaide. It's back now to Anderson from Williams. Anderson goes goalward. A big chance in the goal square and a big thump away by Macarath. Very, very late on the scene. Sees another point to the Magpies. 9-5 to the Warriors, 4-2.
Greg Anderson proving a real worry to the Warriors at the moment. Playing exceptionally well. Colin McDonald takes a kick in. Parker in front. He wants to play on with it too. That's his second mark. Johnson's beaten him to date. Taylor against Leslie. He's worked himself to the front spot. Did it beautifully. On it goes to Haylock. Haylock's kick is not a good one. He's put it straight up in the air. Curtis through his fingers. Lost it. Harris. Leg. Must get the free. And now a chance for the Warriors to edge just a little closer. Kevin Harris has had a quiet start. Just his second kick for the afternoon. He's had 2 handballs as well. 6 minutes into the quarter, he's 40 metres directly in front. Oh, not a good kick, low trajectory. He's got the distance all right. They struggled to get the word out, but it didn't matter. He's got a goal, important one. The Warriors are 5-2. They're fighting back. Port Adelaide are 9-5.
Well done, Woodville. Obviously, they've got a bit of fight left in them yet. Maybe the game isn't all over. Maybe that breeze is stronger than we thought to the northern end. 9-5 to 5-2. One thing we do know that Harris will go through anything. Fuller's starting to bleed around to that ear. Not a good sign.
A bad sign. The whistle is gone. Who does it favour? Woodville. So Big Max has got another kick. Flu or no flu, Max is starting to come into the game now after being belted in the first quarter by Johnston. He was way on top. Punching away Leslie. He's got his hands full with Taylor. Templeton ran straight past that ball. A free kick to Port Adelaide. There's Ron Fuller. He received a shocker last week. Accidental. When his ear was gashed. There's a free kick. That'll go to Macarath. Ball Hayes gives it back to that player. Detman breaks loose. Haylock also. Oh, he's paid that mark. He didn't have a lot of it. Gary Haylock. The lead is on from Nichols at full forward. He's out in front. Won't quite get to that. Here's a chance for Templeton. Nichols back to Templeton. Brilliantly done. Taylor's the man. Oh, what a quarter he's having. He's split Port Adelaide apart this quarter, and he's bringing the Warriors right back into the game. 5 big marks for the big blonde man that David Darcy says is the best player in the state. He's not far off. 6 kicks. Woodville back in business. 6-2 to Port Adelaide, 9-5.
Tremendous cohesion there from the Woodville forwards. Nichols and Templeton did it first. They did it well. And then the kick in from Templeton. There were 3 of them there. Take your pick. Taylor wanted it. Oh, he has had a big quarter. He's dragging this Woodville side back into the game. They've kicked 3 goals in 8 minutes, and they're back in business. They trail by 21 points. I know it's a fair deficit, but to come back as they have has been a marvellous effort.
Now the problems appear on the Magpies coach's face. Can Woodville get back into the game? They're only 3+ down. Johnson, but Parker beats him to it. Going through is Boyd. Taylor there again. Ducks the chutney, but gets out of it well. The kick is not an effective one. Higher than longer. In towards O'Brien. Haylock gets it out. Through goes Harris. McDonald now on the left leg. Taylor out. Oh, it's an awkward one to mark. In fact, it's going to bounce through. No, it's just hit the post. I'm not sure whether he had a shot for goal or whether, in fact, he was shooting for the lead of Nichols, but it wasn't very good at all. It was just a floating punt kick in the end. A throw it in the left full forward pocket. Parker. Boyd through. Haylock. Once again, the ball out of play.
Big crowd here loving the fight back by the Warriors in this second quarter. They're back in it all right. It's a 4-quarter game. You've got to be in front at the final bell. The side's playing for the right to challenge Glenelg in next week's preliminary final. Quick kick away, Kinnear. A chance again. And a good mark at centre half forward by Jolly. Randall Jolly's got it. And a goal here would... well, they're all vital, but they've just got to get them, Woodville. The 6th kick to Randall Jolly. Pushed it off to the right, but he's got a goal with it. Randall Jolly's first goal. Woodville getting right back into it now. 7-2, Port Adelaide 9-5 on Seven's big lead.
Well, we thought at quarter time this game was just about sewn up. The Magpies led by 6 goals. But oh, what a fight back. They've kicked 4 now in 10 minutes. They've played superb footy, and they deserve to be where they are. Trailing now by just 15 points.
The trainers have been out to Ron Fuller to patch up his ear. At the centre bounce, Johnson against Parker. Johnson's tap away towards centre wing. Going through there as Fuller can't get clear. Michael O'Brien in, but the umpire will bounce the ball still in the big centre square. 9-5 to 7-2. 10.5 minutes gone, second quarter. Woodville 4 without a mess in this quarter. Parker cleverly to Harris, smothered off the boot that kick. O'Brien over the top, or Harrison it was. Out now to Russell Boyd on the left leg, looking for the lead. He brings it back in towards the half-forward line. Ball lays late. Jennifer's got it, but with him there is Macareth, and the umpire's called a line ball and will bounce on the half-forward line. 9-5 to 7-2. Unbelievable conditions, big crowd, and all of a sudden we've got a competition again. It was looking like getting a little one-sided. The kick away by Swartz goes up towards centre field. Johnson once again a fine mark.
Had a super first quarter. He concedes ground to Leslie. Now Harrison, he's in trouble. You're in a lot of trouble when Taylor grabs you. The man's a freak at the moment, Taylor. He is burning. And getting a great deal of applause from the pro-Woodville crowd here today. I think just about everyone in Adelaide Barracks Woodville at the moment. They've certainly captured the imagination of the Adelaide public. The kick away by Jolly puts them into attack. There's Taylor again, but Leslie thwarts him, and umpire Argent will bounce it right half forward flank for Woodville. They're going to the northern end. The breeze favours that end. Port had it in the first quarter, and they blitzed Woodville with a 9-goal exhibition, which would have knocked most sides out of the ball game. Sewer, he loves these. Around he goes, changed his mind, hooks it back. He's kicked 2, now he's still kicked 2. It's his 4th kick. He's a danger man. Woodville 7-3, Port Adelaide 9-5.
Yes, talk about value for money, Rel Sewer, certainly that. Kicked 2 in the first quarter, playing his 338th game today. What a performance. Only his 2nd finals in all those games. Harris gets it over the top. There's a chance for O'Brien to run it clear. He's had 2 bounces. 3rd kick. Looks for Rowan Smith and finds him. Close to the ground, but it was well done, well distributed by O'Brien. Leslie's off. There's a man loose. Oh, poor defence. Here's a go for Russell Boyd as he puts it in long, and he puts it in straight. He's had 11 kicks. He's burning Russell Boyd. He's booted his first. That's the steadier that Port were looking for. They're 10-5 to the Warriors 7-3. Great action on Seven's big lead.
Well, that was loose checking then by the Woodville defence. Russell Boyd's man, and it was Randall Jolly. Must have been at least 50 or 60 metres away. Boyd made it obvious he was out on his own, lonesome on the half-forward line. The pass was perfect. The kick was even better.
Detman off, Grant on for the Warriors. So Darren Grant onto the ground now. Taylor wants a free kick. He still wants one, but the umpire is not sympathetic. I think there'll be another bounce at this point as Neville Thorpe holds the game up. 13.5 minutes in. 20 points the difference. Stephen Williams nowhere to go. There'll be another bounce. Big Mac said that was holding the ball. It's a touch optimistic. Don't know that Grant will quite have the pace to go with O'Brien. That could be a worry as Schwartz smashes it forward. Sewer again on the end of it. Comes through half forward. John Martin, no, he was just tagged on the kick. Nichols and Ben Harris pushed the ball into the pocket. The right forward pocket, there'll be a throw-in in that position with Port Adelaide leading by 20 points.
About 20 metres around from the Woodville goal. Parker and Johnston down. Parker doing better in the second quarter, but Johnston completely on top in the first. Parker got it back in the direction of Haylock, robbed by Curtis. The kick clear. towards half forward. In front was Anderson. Fuller punched it clear. Taken again by Haylock. Given to Jolly. Jolly goes in towards the square. Martin's at the back, but oh, there's a great mark in defence by David Hutton, and a bit of acting to go with it. Hutton puts it out wide for Johnson. He's got two now. Parker jumps from behind, gets a fist on it and puts it out of play. Getting close to the 15-minute mark. Woodville have fought back strongly. The deficit at the moment is just 20 points.
Throw in. Johnson against Parker. Bodies go in. Parker's tap away. Taken by Templeton. Half forward line might be too far out to score. Nichols wants it in while it's 1-on-1. Kick number 8, Templeton. Fine first quarter. He's confident he's going to make the distance. He's lining up to have a shot at the woodwork. Wind assisted. He's a pretty good kick for a little fellow. And that kick is a mammoth drop punt. What a kick. It's going to be... Made the distance, but just offline. Well, it was always going to be a point. 10-5, plays 7-4.
Well, certainly excitement plus here at headquarters as Stephen Curtis goes straight down the centre of the ground. He wants Anderson. He can't find him, though. The big thump away came. It went straight through Schwarz. Or Schwarz went straight past it. Clifford goes for the centre wing area with his sixth kick. Lunn is in front of Rowan Smith. And there'll be a throw in on centre wing. So the game has tightened up somewhat. Port Adelaide streamed away in the first quarter. In the first part of this quarter, Woodville slammed on 4. Port got one back through Boyd, and suddenly things are just a little bit tighter. Max Parker in front. Rowan Smith pushed it out further. Anderson doubles back, then comes through very easily. The kick away, I think, will find Grant, who just came onto the ground to replace Detman. Oh, he's off and in trouble. Just got the kick away. Taylor's behind. Still, he marks him from there. He marks him from anywhere. Players dive on the ball, and umpire Thorpe will bounce it.
What I like about him, Peter, is the way that he fights on. When the ball hits the ground, for a man of his size, he's always first to recover, and he's in there fighting, and he holds the ball so well in that area of his at centre half forward. Haylock couldn't. Anderson tried to get a kick away. Tapped on by Johnson, or Ginniver in trouble. Umpire Thorpe wants to bounce it. Wally May, 17 minutes gone. Woodville just slightly in attack. Johnston works himself to the front. Schwarz had it, gave it over to Fuller. Fuller searches now for Nichols. He's got Harris to beat. Harris got a hand on it. Kinnear goes to push it through, and that's clever thinking. They're in trouble then. And the veteran Port defender thought well. A point into the Warriors. They're 7-5. They trail by 3 goals.
Talking about experience, that duo, Sewer and Kinnear. Kinnear's had 272 and Sewer 338 games, over 500 between them. Awful lot of football. Schwarz puts out the pass. Templeton on the lead. He had a shot for goal from there before. This time he thinks better of it, and he goes back infield to Haylock. Well, Haylock is 45 metres out from goal. Kick number 8 coming up. Wind assisted. He could make the distance. Woodville would dearly love one right now. Down by 18 points. Got under the kick slightly. It's always offline. In fact, it's only going to just manage a point. The Warriors 7-6, Port Adelaide 10-5.
Difference now is 17 points. So the Warriors still very much in this contest. It was an exhibition in the first quarter. It's now a contest. Clifford. Away they go again. Russell Boyd, he's Port Adelaide's best player. The kick up to half forward. Greg Boyd went up high using the one hand, couldn't mark it. McDonald, well done. Fuller in the centre of the ground. Hasn't been in the game a lot for about 20 minutes, but he's had 8 kicks, so he's performed well. Max Parker missed that. Templeton goes wide. Here's a chance now for Haylock. Comes way back towards Big Max. Max has got a chance with the left boot, but he won't kick a goal with that one. It's out on the full. Well, bad luck for Max Parker because it deserved better. It was a good attacking move.
Just frittering a few chances at the moment. Well, Fuller. Wasn't a good kick from Harris. Fuller's 4th mark. Anderson's been on top of him, although he's done some very fine things. He is a very talented player, Ron Fuller. This is his 9th kick. Well, that's testimony to the way that he's played, and it's a beauty. Oh, it's a ripper. Have a look at that. That's a magnificent goal. That could just about turn this game around. Ron Fuller from 65, maybe 70 metres out. Boots a ripper. Woodville are 8-6. They're right back in business, trailing Port 10-5 Ian Day.
Maybe they ought to hit him in the air every week. What a magnificent kick that was. He took it at the second grab, and he just showed what Woodville are all about. I agree with David. That could lift Woodville now. They're only, what, 11 points down.
Could be like the Darren Jarman goal yesterday, 20 minutes into the second quarter. That was dropping the ball. Neville Thorpe was right on the spot to see that. So Ron Fuller is suddenly back in this game with a vengeance. One of the best centremen in the competition this year. Standing the Magarey medalist. Taylor from behind. Oh, he was stopped on the way in. It's his free kick. Laurie Argent's a pretty perceptive umpire. He knew what it was all about. He saw Taylor there. He was certainly blocked on his run in. Well, 8th kick. Andrew Taylor, recruited from Victoria. You can put this through. Anything can happen. It's a massive kick, but it's off to the right. Only a point. Woodville just that bit closer now. 8-7 to the Magpies, 10-5.
Well, they've each had 15 scoring shots. White must be feeling a lot happier. Harris looks for Johnson. Oh, got to push in the back. Oh, went unnoticed. Darren Grant slips it over to Parker. They're conceding ground, but Fuller's got it. Goes in short. Beautifully put. Oh, the Magpies are a bit stiff because Russell Johnson should have been paid a push in the back and wasn't. And now Harris. Drop punt. Wind assisted. It's a goal. Oh, what a goal. What sensation. 4 kicks, 2 goals. The Warriors are storming home in the second quarter. 9-7. Port Adelaide at 10-5. There's only 4 points in it.
What a brilliant quarter Fuller's having now. I agree with David. The free kick should have been given to Russell Johnson, but the umpire was obviously unsighted. And then Big Max conceded ground. Fuller the perfect pass. And of course Kevin Harris said, anything you can do, I can do better, and he did.
And what a great 10 minutes of football by Ron Fuller. He's been the architect. 22 minutes gone in this second quarter. He's in there fighting for it again. So is Anderson. What a great tussle between those two players. Another bounce. 4 points in it. Anderson concussed last week. I wonder whether that's having any effect on his play in this second quarter. He slowed down just a bit. Grant smashes it clear. It's on centre wing. 3 Woodville players there. I tell you what, the players are going in pretty hard. There's a free kick, Curtis. You are not allowed to run over a player's head. So the rules say 3 kicks. Grant. Oh, 2 players go up. Oh. Well, at least he's consistent, umpire Argent, with that one. Rowan Smith, he passes off brilliantly to Geneva, and Lund stops him from going on. Well, what a game. There's another free man in Greg Boyd. I don't think he'll be used, though. Geneva may just be beyond his kicking distance, but that's a bit slack. No mark paid. Stephen Williams goes through. O'Brien. Fuller's got him. Away they go again. Jolly. Dwayne Russell, he's in trouble. He gets to kick away, though. It didn't bounce for him. Well, not as he would like it to have. The massive crowd loving the action. Port Adelaide 10-6, Woodville 9-7.
Oh, they sure are, Peter, no doubt about that. And what tremendous action these sides are providing. How strong is that Dwayne Russell? The kick. Park. Oh, Johnson in the back. Good mark. Better judged. Off it goes to Russell Boyd. Now he can go all the way from there, Russell Boyd. The kick will get the distance okay, but he's just offline. And a point. 10-7 Port Adelaide. Woodville at 9-7. We're approaching 24-minute mark of the second quarter.
A real contest now. Rogers kicks in. It's a lot better kick towards Parker. Johnson, Anderson at the back. Anderson comes out with the ball. Smith, well, the handball's a shocker. Straight throw Dwyer. He goes to the half-forward line. Well taken there by Martin. Woodville into attack again. Players calling for the ball everywhere. He puts a high one in now towards Nichols. With him is Harris. Leslie gets back on the footy. It's a line ball, this one. Aerial ping-pong. Harris breaks his way through. Gets out a handball. Harris gets it back. Harris tries again. Woodville 9-8 to 10-7. Port Adelaide ring the changes. Ginniver off and Fiacci on.
Well, I wonder whether Russell Ebert was a little bit upset about the short pass of Ginniver. I don't think there was much wrong with the pass. Williams perhaps should have marked it. Ben Harris, as we move into time on, goes straight down the centre. Taylor from behind. McDonald, Fuller again. What a game he's playing. He got around there very easily. Superb kick, plenty of distance. A mark on the line by Ben Harris, and that was a fine mark. He's got to kick through the point area, so he goes to the outer side of the ground. Russell Johnston, superbly passed and well led. Sixth kick to Russell Johnston. A punch away there from Lunn. And Boyd takes it over the line, and we'll see a throw in just the attack side of centre wing for Woodville. Well, what a great quarter. Woodville have advanced from 3-2 to 9-8, whilst Port Adelaide have booted 1-5. So if the Magpies had been a touch more accurate, there would be a different complexion on the game. Clifford, oh, well done, Fuller. Just knocked it out of his hands. Big Max. That handball didn't work. It went straight to Leslie. That was a fine handball. Stephen Williams normally kicks long. That was no exception. Ball A's from behind, couldn't get near it. Big stack of players, and Laurie Argent will do the right thing and bounce it.
We've had a minute of time on. What a fight back it's been by the Warriors. Dragged themselves back to within 5 points. I'm sure that Blight would like to go in at half-time in front. O'Dwyer takes it out of there. Here's their chance. The kick towards half-forward. Taylor. Boys giving Leslie problems. Mark number 6 to Andrew Taylor. Nichols on his own in the forward area. Harris at the back. Nichols the jump, but Harris gets a hand on it. Here's an opportunity, or Martin left it behind. Harris distributes. Johnson it was. Gave it over to Anderson, not Harris. Port Adelaide towards centre wing. A half volley for O'Brien. In trouble. Strong tackle. Brilliant tackle. Bandy's played to Fuller. He's got it across to Harris. Oh, Parker's in the square on his own. Swartz caught. Gets a short kick. Chance. Unloaded was Haylock. Taylor in trouble. Oh, gee, that chance for Parker went begging. Harris goes in strongly, and umpire thought wants to bounce it.
Desperation stakes out there now. The bodies are going in hard. Only 5 points the difference about on the half-forward line. Woodville in attack. Parker against Johnson. Line ball, that one. Getting through there was Templeton up towards Harris. He's got the foot. He has to give it away in a hurry. In goes Jolly. The Bombers there. So do is Harris. The bottom of the pack is Peter Schwarz. He's the Bombers' minder this afternoon, and the umpire will come in and bounce. Right on the edge of the square. Johnson and Parker. Templeton around the corner, but he couldn't bring it back enough. 1 point only Woodville, 9-9 to Port Adelaide's 10-7.
Well, an outstanding game. Russell Ebert, and behind him, Jeffrey Baines. Fantasia from behind. Max Parker there. Didn't take the mark. A reflex handball by Williams. Johnston caught. He got it out. Taylor intercepts, or tried to. Williams, Johnston. It's a neat little chip away. Fiacci. A goal here for Port Adelaide would certainly hurt the Warriors as Fiacci takes it from Leslie. Through centre half forward he goes. He goes for home. O'Brien's going to mark it. He was always going to mark that. Very well dispersed by George Fiacci. O'Brien gave indications during the week that that dislocated finger would keep him out of this game, but that wasn't to be. He's taken 2 marks. This will be his 4th kick. He's not the most reliable kick at goal, although I think I prefer him from a standing shot than a running shot, so I back him in with this one. Michael O'Brien. He's put it out to the left. He's missed it. Well, the crowd are clapping. How about that? The crowd are clapping. That was Frank the Bunt, if you know what I mean. 9-9 Woodville, Port Adelaide 10-8.
Sensations aplenty. It's going to be Andrew Rogers. Well, that one could have hurt them. Bad miss by O'Brien as it goes to the outer side. In front, Parker. Tremendous duel between these two big men. Half-time on is just about even, I would think. Johnson the first quarter, Victor. Parker the second quarter to Victor. Here's a mark at centre half back by Leslie. Taylor behind on that occasion. Leslie plays it on quickly, puts it towards centre half forward where Darren Smith is. O'Dwyer out to follow in, gets a fist away. Curtis a long way up, gets tackled strongly. Fiachi distributes wide to Clifford. Now Darren Smith. Wayne Russell wants it, he doesn't know where to go. Got it back to Clifford and he's gone. No, the siren's gone. Oh, what a great quarter it was. Tremendous fight back by the Warriors. Malcolm Blight can go in a much happier man at half-time. They've turned a 36-point deficit into a 5-point deficit. It's been a great effort by the Warriors at half-time. Port Adelaide lead 10 goals 8 to Woodville 9-9.
As we start the second half of the first semi-final. Great fight back by Woodville in that second quarter, coming from 36 points down to trail by only 5 as we head into that second half, and the umpire will ball it up again. Players coming out just a little upset, but then again it is a mothball semi-final. A lot on it. Woodville showed great character, fighting back to get back into the game after all looked lost. Parker gets the tap away, smothered off the boot. Once again, players can't get clear. Anderson there with Fuller. Fuller, incidentally, a brilliant second quarter, and umpire Neville thought another bounce.
Yes, I'd agree with Graham Campbell's comment a little while ago. Fuller perhaps just marginally on top of Anderson, but not much in it. Schwarz tries to break away from the pack, can't. Taylor is in there like a man possessed, and what a delightful player he is to watch. From the day I first saw him there, you could see there was something special. Harrison kicks it a long way out of defence, up to centre half forward. A chance here as the handball comes out. Fiachi, Rowan Smith, nowhere to go. Fuller, there he is again. Now they're going to run it out of defence. Jolly it is. Makareth, he goes long. Nichols is at full forward. Harris, great mark. Well, he's played well. He's given the Woodville full forward only 1 goal. Straight to the centre of the ground, well disposed. Stephen Williams. I think he might have to play on. No. Laurie Arden's giving him a chance. Here's a chance, O'Brien. Couldn't mark the ball. Fantasia McDonald. Colin McDonald has played pretty well today. Puts it back towards Grant. He's in front. He's a tall man. He couldn't mark it. Port Adelaide players everywhere. The handball goes back. Anderson. He goes as long as he can. O'Brien's in front. Can't mark it. Over the top it comes. Makareth. McDonald. They're going to run it out again, Woodville. A low trajectory screw punt. Harrison cuts it off. He can kick a long way too. Clifford's on his own. The ball's going to... Yes, he's marked it. Clifford's marked it just before the line. And we'll have an opportunity to boot Port Adelaide's 11th goal. Now, I've got a feeling that Bomber will edge around as far as he can. He's on a very acute angle. There he goes. He's off. Bomber's going to hook it back. And he does just that. His first goal, and a big one to Bomber. Port Adelaide 11-8, Woodville 9-9.
Well, I'm not too sure whether that breeze down there is more than we expected or whether that's just to the scoring end, but they got Port Adelaide kicked 9 with it in the first quarter to that end, and the Warriors got 6, and Port Adelaide have started off in great fashion. They got their first within 3 minutes. Came from Clifford. A fine goal as he increased the angle.
Johnson against Parker, 3 minutes into the second half. Johnson again gets the tap away in towards Dwayne Russell. Now Anderson gets round on the left leg, gives it across to Rowan Smith. Rode the bump beautifully. Still got the kick away. High, Bomber Clifford sets himself on. No one got their hands on that one. Wandering his way through where it was Michael O'Brien. Now Borlase gets it out. Stephen Williams, or is it? No, Boyd. Greg Boyd, brilliant snapshot. Port Adelaide 2 in 2 minutes. Boyd second. Port Adelaide 11-8, 12-8 to the Warriors 9-9.
Well, I think that goal started back at the half-back area where a Woodville defender applied a bump rather than a tackle. It should have been applied as a tackle to Rowan Smith. Rowan Smith just rode the bump, got the ball out, and it went up into that full forward area. Off hands, Boyd. Greg Boyd, third kick, second goal. Port Adelaide 12-8, the Warriors 9-9.
Danger time this for the Warriors. Port Adelaide sneaking away by 17 points, and Porter got it out of the centre again. Anderson dodged beautifully, thumps it into the pocket. Darren Smith can't get to it. It trots out of bounds. 4 minutes into the quarter, they've kicked 2 goals already. The Warriors need to tighten. They wouldn't want to be 6 goals down starting the last quarter. Smith against O'Dwyer. Rogers jumped from the side, or Schwarz slipped, but he got it to O'Dwyer. Now McDonald. Parker a chance. Not good mark. Superb mark. Fuller takes it from him. Uses the left foot to go towards Taylor. Oh, look at that! That's sensational. Superb mark by Andrew Taylor. That's his 7th for the afternoon. Not the most spectacular, was it? Wasn't high in the air, but it was a great mark, and so is Sewer. Sewer, oh, he's gone on with it. Kick number 5, high into the square. Harris too strong again for Nichols. Playing a great game is Ben Harris, and he gets it to Harrison.
One of the best games I've ever seen Harris play. Harrison out to the outer side. Fuller's there with Anderson, both playing fine game for their respective teams. Sewer in, but he backheels it out of play. Throw in half forward left flank. Port Adelaide 12-8, Woodville 9-9. Guess who they support? No prizes. Half forward left flank, 1-on-1. Johnson against Parker towards the line. Number 1-on-1, just for the education on somebody's mind. Anderson, centre field, puts out the pass up towards the half forward line. Back in defence, it's Fantasia. Going through strongly there was Hutton, but he's been given a free kick. Or no, it's Boyd. Got a free kick, centre half forward. Goes in long, he puts it up on the edge. It's a huge kick. This could go through. A goal! There's got to be a force-for goal out there. They're kicking them from everywhere. Second goal, Boyd. Kick number 14. Brilliant performance. Port Adelaide 13-8. Woodville 9-9.
Well, the decision was right. There was no doubt that he was retarded, and that's what the rule book says. And I think that Russell Boyd, along with perhaps Russell Johnston, would be Port Adelaide's best players, certainly best 2 players. A magnificent goal, his second.
Russell Johnson had a very fine first quarter. Oops, the umpire's seen an infringement. Too many in the square against Port Adelaide, and it's Max Parker to take the free kick. Gives it over to Fuller. Fuller heads in towards Taylor in front. Couldn't hold that one. Kinnear had it and lost it. Forced onto the left foot. He searches for Boyd. Oh, got a lovely bounce. Saw a good tackle. Sewer throws himself on top of it. Johnson loses it. Fuller's clear again. Now can Nichols do something here? Out in front of Harris almost. Oh, in trouble was Haylock. Curtis, a strong tackle. Clifford's got it now, but the umpire's whistle has gone prior to that. And there'll be a bounce about 30 metres away from the Warriors' goal. Trailing by 23 points after being down by 5 at half-time. Fuller losing blood from that ear again. Hook over the top. Nichols into the pocket, but it's gone out of play.
13-8 to 9-9. About 10 metres around. Woodville badly need a steady up. Parker against Johnson. It's been like that all afternoon. Both big men playing fine games. Johnson on top early. Parker getting back into it now. Taps it out to Harris. Tries to barge through Harrison. Can't get out. Detman likewise. No, Schwarz it was. Here's a chance. Rowby gives it away. Martin hooks. It's close. It's a goal. The one that the Warriors needed. Kick number 6. His first goal. Woodville fight back 10-9. They trail Port Adelaide 13-8. Great action on Sevens Big League.
Well, they certainly worked very hard for that one. It was Kevin Harris who took possession. He was tackled. He dribbled the handball out. Schwarz was involved. Then Martin, and I tell you what, he was a happy man when it went through. All the Woodville players realising that they had to boot one at that end pretty soon to keep up with Port Adelaide, trailing presently by 17 points.
Parker against Johnson again. Oh, he got right over the top on that occasion, Max Parker. Here's an opportunity for Harris. Twists out of trouble. McDonald takes it. Goes short. Looking for Haylock. Haylock favoured by the bounce. He's on the left foot. Nichols. Leslie at a bad one. Into the square it goes. Oh, Kinnear strong. Back it goes, but it's all Woodville out there, and Colin McDonald takes the mark about 45 metres from goal. McDonald, who started at half back, is on the ball at the moment. Kick number 8. Crowded goal square. He won't quite make the distance. Searle will have to leap. Oh, I think he might have done it. No. Play on is the call. Johnson. The kick from Hutton is going close to the line. Boyd. Beautifully done. And he's got it on the defensive side of the centre. The run provided by Kinnear. Port Adelaide the chance to go forward as Kinnear bangs it towards Stephen Williams in front of Lunn. On the ground, McDonald. Kick forward now by Grant towards centre half forward. Taylor late, but in front Leslie. Good strong mark in defence.
Thought about the handball. He wants Kinnear to run. He's almost conceding ground. Kinnear comes out of the back pocket to get that one. Drives out long. Fiachi half forward line. Moving up on 10 minutes. Runs the handball out. Dwayne Russell half forward line. Always got 2 to beat. Runs into trouble. Gets out of it. The kick is high. Across the face of goal. Run over the top. Spoils. Coming through now strong is O'Dwyer. Has the pace. Smith can't catch him. Drives long. Up towards Taylor. Taylor can't get there either. Harrison through. Clear for Port Adelaide. Kicks long now. Boyd looking for it. Lunn comes to beat it. Can't get there. Cleverly tapped. Greg Boyd bounces his way through the half-forward line. Puts in a long one. But oh, it's a shocker. Off the side of his boot. And it's out on the foot.
Plenty of run there from Port Adelaide as they stream forward. Max Parker in the middle of that pack. It's punched down. O'Dwyer. That was at the feet of Harris. Really worrying a lot though. You can see a player. Then he handballs out of bounds. Not quite. O'Dwyer got it. Kicked it back very quickly. Here's a chance on centre wing as Grant pushes it through. Big pack of players out there. Laurie Argent's going to let it go. Fortunate for Woodville he did. The handball came to Templeton. Off he goes. Nichols on a lead. He's out in front and he's got that one. Yes. Just. He's got to play it on. Couldn't possibly kick a goal from that far out. Here's a chance. Martin. He's got it at right half forward flank. And he booted the Warriors' only goal this quarter. Well, he's got to aim for the right goal post. Perhaps even a bit further right than the right goal post. That won't kick a goal. The punch away sees it go out of bounds. Left forward pocket. We'll see a throw in that position. It's pretty easy to call things from up here. There's a lot of pressure on the players down there. Parker comes in with Russell Johnston. Parker in front. Taps it back. Rowan Smith snared it. Quick kick away. Grant completely beaten by that. Couldn't half volley it. Fuller. 1 against 2. He did it well. The handball goes out. Woodville again. The lead is on. Cut off, in fact, by McDonald. Harris, I think, was the target, but McDonald's got the ball. Taylor's a chance as he... No, he's not going to go for that one. Martin over the top. No one down for the Warriors. They're all up. None down. 10-10 the Warriors. Port Adelaide 13-8.
16 points the difference as White chews the fingernails. 12 minutes into the quarter. Kinnear to kick it to the outer side. Anderson's got front spot. Ward. Fuller beautifully out of trouble. Chance for Sewer in front. Second attempt, he's got it. Oh, Ross Sewer. Mark number 3. Gone short for Nichols. Nichols to go. Well, he got away from Harris on that occasion. The Warriors are fighting vigorously. 2 to Nichols. They're 11-10. Quarter 13-8. What a game.
I wonder what the message from the coach would have been had that come unstuck. Ralph Sewer, with all the experience in the world, maybe not in finals, but certainly over 300 games, marks 25 metres out, chooses to pass. Now, I'm not sure whether I'm being uncharitable. I don't think it was meant for Nichols, maybe Harris, but Nichols saved the day with his second goal from kick number 6.
10 points in it. The Warriors charge again at Port Adelaide. 13 minutes gone. Russell Johnston in the middle. Anderson couldn't get boot to ball. Rogers gets the handball out. Parker goes forward. Sewer in the fray. Again, he's backed it. Kevin Harris, if he can pick it up. No, Kinnear cuts him off. Back it goes towards Williams. Haylock it is. Nowhere to go. Back to Fuller. Oh, that handball's cut off. Stephen Williams, he's going to run into trouble. Oh, holding the ball. There's a lot of excitement here, I can tell you that. Randall Jolly's got the free kick from a good tackle. Taylor he wants. Taylor's going to have to come in from behind. Won't get near it. Kevin Harris. He was tackled by Taylor, I think, if that's possible. Neville Thorpe, I think, will bounce it to put everyone out of misery at this point.
Well, Taylor may have hurt himself there too. He's got a sore head. Kevin Harris looked like a gridiron player there as he went over the top of that pack. Tried to get the ball through. Taylor's okay. Johnson, a shot from Haylock is high. Leslie on Nichols off the ground. Yes! Yes! Oh, huge delay by the goal umpire. It came from the boot of Stephen Nichols. He's booted his third. And the Warriors are really in this one now. 12-10. Port at 13-8. Tremendous action on Sevens Big League.
Is it ever? And umpire Neville thought then, adding drama to it by the way he raced into the goal umpire. I don't think nearly 40,000 people knew what he was going to do. He signalled all clear. Goal 3 to Nichols.
Tremendous excitement here at Football Park. Moving up on 15 minutes. A vital third quarter. They always are. Fiachi for the Magpies. I tell you what, there's a lot of intensity amongst the Woodville players. They seem to sense that something important is happening out there. But nevertheless, it is a contest. There's another side out there, Port Adelaide, and they're playing pretty well at the moment too. Haylock got the kick forward, and that's a second attempt at the mark. Laurie Arden said play it on. The handball was thrown out. Rowan Smith couldn't pick the ball up. It's back in the centre, and we'll have a repeat bounce.
Just 4 points in it now as we've gone past 15 minutes of the third quarter, the vital third quarter. The Warriors in touch at three-quarter time, and they'd be favourites coming home to that scoring end at the lake end of the ground. Pack of players, umpire Argent into bounce. Well, it looked as though Port Adelaide were getting clear early in this third quarter. They'd established a 23-point lead. The Warriors have fought back tenaciously. A kick forward from Haylock's been a good player today, Gary Haylock. Kick number 12, Leslie, a nice bounce, boots it towards centre wing. Opportunity for Greg Boyd. Has he got it inside the line? No, out of play. And the free kick will go the way of Darren Grant. Grant to beat the Warriors back into attack. Parker's got front spot. The kick forward came from Martin. Sewer the chance. Oh, he's got it! He's clear. 30 metres out. Kicks for goal. And puts it offline. No, he's going to get another chance, I think. Umpire Argent indicating that he was held. Sewer opts for another kick. Umpire Argent asking if he wants it. And Sewer given the second chance.
I don't know about you, Peter, but I couldn't see that. I don't think that he was in any way tarded or retarded when he was having a shot for goal. He just missed.
I think I might support you there, Daisy. He's gone for a short.
Have a bit of courage, mate.
Oh, he's gone short to Swars. And now Swars has it about 25 metres. Almost directly in front. A kick now that can put the Warriors in front. Swars has had the tagging job on Clifford. Fifth kick. Done it pretty successfully too. He hasn't booted a goal as today. The umpire goes a long way. He goes too far. Oh, they've messed it up. Point only as Malcolm Blight hangs his head in disgust. 12-11 the Warriors, 13-8 Port Adelaide.
Who'd be a coach? Not this commentator. Harris, the kick in to Johnson. Good mark. Thought about the handball. Peter Marker tells us he always plays on. It's his 7th mark. This time he's forced to kick. No running player. A long one to the half-forward line. McDonald, fine mark. G's played well. He's the check side of centre wing at the moment. Dwayne Russell hasn't been sighted for a while as Port Adelaide into a bit of a doldrums at the moment. Woodville make their bid to stay in the 86 fight. Drive towards the half-forward line. Back there in defence, Hutton had the ball, then he didn't have it. Anderson likewise. Swars goes in. Comes out with a footy, gives a chance. Haylock. The kick is a quick one and not well directed, taken by Kinnear in defence. Kinnear taken by Taylor. That's a professional 15-metre. If ever you've seen one. Umpire Laurie Argent obliges and brings Kinnear back towards the defensive corner of the square. Kick number 10. Kinnear looking for a lead. Curtis at centre wing on the outer side gives a lead. Dwayne Russell at centre half forward. He's going towards the ladder. He's behind the scene. Lunn over the top. Tries to get the ball out. He does it well. Caught on the left leg. The handball away wasn't flash. Grants was a lot better. Now to Swars. Goes in short. Parker. Half forward line. Nowhere to go. He kicks long. On the lead is Nichols. He's going to be short. Martin at the back. Second grab. Curtis whips out the handball. Well done, Boyd. Here's a chance now for Anderson. Ducks into it. Down he goes. The umpire said play on. Nichols half forward line. Puts a long one
Very cool, Kinnear. He's in slow motion. George Fiarchi, he's at centre-half back, plays it on. Dwayne Russell now, just can't get into the game. Rowan Smith, quick kick away, he's known for that. O'Brien leads in the race. The bounce didn't suit him, but it suited Borlase. Oh, super handball. Rowan Smith, he's a tiny player, but that one was offline. A point for Port Adelaide when they dearly need goals. 19.5 minutes gone in this third quarter. The Magpies lead 13-8 to the Warriors 12-11.
Top game of footy. Andrew Taylor in trouble, getting some attention on the legs from a couple of Warrior trainers. O'Dwyer. Smith kicked 4 on him in the first quarter. Since then he's tightened tremendously. McDonald, a good player in this third term. Oh, that's not a good kick, however. Lux of fortune. Rogers has got the free kick. There were 2 Port Adelaide players there, and somehow Rogers bisected them and got the almost the mark, then got the free kick. The pass is good. Kinnear runs into Darren Grant. Warriors into attack again. John Martin. Leslie's going to jump against him, and that's a tidy mark in defence. He's lifted Leslie, getting on top of Taylor in this third quarter. Well, he set Clifford up somewhat. O'Dwyer! Superb mark over the top of Clifford. Although the kick wasn't a good one, it somewhat set Clifford up. O'Dwyer, 7th kick. Not much movement forward. Nichols standing his ground somewhat. Taylor, Nichols up high, Leslie again. Play on is the call. Curtis the chance as he puts it out wide. A long run out there for Darren Smith. Close to the line, in fact it'll beat him out of play.
Actually, Ian, I think it's a danger sign for the Warriors because Andrew Taylor has virtually run himself into the ground. He appeared to be cramping a little while ago, and there's a lot of football still to be played.
Agreed, Peter. The pressure of finals is enormous. Just wondering what O'Dwyer was doing, marking the ball at centre-half forward. Smith was up there with him, but he just come upfield. That's the brilliance of the 1986 Magarey medalist. Anderson through centre. Kick number 15's a long one up towards the half-forward line. Borlase, second grab. The umpire's paid it. The mark has been paid. Centre-half forward. It's his third mark, and he's got a chance now from about 40 to 45 metres out. Wind assisted. Kick number 3 coming up. 13-9 to 12-11. Port Adelaide by 4 points, but their last use of the breeze. A delicate looking kick, and it is hit the woodwork. Something the Port Adelaide side doesn't need right now. Port Adelaide 13-10, Woodville 12-11.
And the Warrior trainer's out having a chat to Andrew Taylor. He is a key because if he fell in a hole, it'll be a big worry for them. The man in front will be paid. Russell Boyd. Fuller's also got a problem. He's receiving attention at half-forward left. 15th kick to Boyd. Big pack of players, and Dwayne Russell's marked the ball. No more than 15 metres from goal, but on a very, very tight angle. He's trying to improve that angle, but Neville Thorpe's going to send him back, so... Oh, he's letting him... Well, there you go. Well, umpires do read that differently. Neville Thorpe's given Dwayne Russell a far broader angle, as you can see in the screen, than many other umpires would. He put it through. That's his first goal, and a vital one with his 8th kick. Port Adelaide 14-10, the Warriors 12-11 on Seven's big lead.
Hasn't been a big one for Dwayne Russell today. He's found it hard to get into the game. He's only taken 1 mark, and that was it then, and it was a vital one because it's put Port Adelaide clear now by 11 points. We've gone past 23 minutes in this third quarter. If they can establish 1 or 2 more from here, then they could go on with it.
Centre bounce, Johnson against Parker. That's been the same all afternoon. Johnson's tap away went towards Templeton. Finally got the kick of sorts to the half-forward line. A bad bounce favours Curtis. Nowhere to go as he concedes ground, but he has the pace. Finally supported by Harrison. He's going to get run down. Here's a chance. Templeton now, if he can pick it up. He hasn't got the football. Down he goes again. Fiarchi over the top. Harrison butters up a brilliant handball. Curtis on the lead now is Russell up towards that player. 1, 2 grabs. Can't complete it. Coming through strongly now. The umpire has seen a fight behind play. Bomber Clifford against Schwarz, I would think. Schwarz has been wearing him like a glove all afternoon, and the Bomber is not happy. Yes, it is Peter Schwarz, and now we'll have to find out which way the free kick is going. Umpire Argent says, righto, fellas. I'm not sure whether he's praying or he's just telling them to calm down. He's going to bounce the ball. Or he's taking it home. One thing, he's come away with the footy. He's going to bounce it on the half-forward line. He's still having... Oh, gee, I hope he's had cleaned his teeth this afternoon, but he's bouncing the ball on the half-forward line. Smith up high. O'Dwyer hooks around the corner. Johnson sets himself. Parker over the top, spoils. Rowan Smith. Fiachi, left foot to the half-forward line. Smith, Lung. In there is O'Dwyer. Can't get it out, and the umpire will bounce.
Big problems for Woodville. Ron Fuller is off the ground. You can see him bleeding. I thought initially that was from the ear, but that may have been the right eye. And Ian Jones is back on the ground now. He was stretched off in the first quarter, so there he is at the bottom of... No, that's Swalls, in fact, but Jones is back on the ground. He's in the right forward pocket. So I think his vision will be a touch blurred. Problems for the Warriors. We're in time on. Over the top goes Makareth. Here's a go for O'Brien. Bomber Clifford. He's got the chance to kick a goal. He's got it! Clifford's driven one through his second goal from his 9th kick. Port Adelaide, a vital one. 15-10 to the Warriors, 12-11.
Well, they're just edging forward now. Late in this third quarter, a couple of vital goals. Firstly, Dwayne Russell, and now Bomber Clifford. It was a courageous effort. I thought he was going to miss it for a moment, but he steady, got it back, and then the low kick just went through. 15-10, 100 Port. Woodville at 12-11, 83.
The Warriors now with injury problems. Can they get out of it? Parker, the tap towards Taylor. Well taken, Leslie. Half-forward line kick. Smith's got the run of the ball. He'll need help from there. Boyd gives it to him on one side. Johnson on the other. The big fellow lumbers through half-forward line. Getting back on the ball there is O'Brien. Fine mark. Got rid of Makareth. Wants to improve his angle. He doesn't really have to. His third mark. And O'Brien from about 5 metres out should convert. It's his 5th kick. Port Adelaide starting to make their bid. 26 minutes into this third quarter. They're 3 up. Michael O'Brien. Oh, he's hooked it. That was a bad miss. He knows it. So do 40,000 other people here at Footy Park in the first semi-final. 15-11 Port Adelaide. Woodville 12-11.
Well, the difference is 3 goals, but it's still a good lead. Woodville may have the advantage of a breeze in the last quarter, but as so often happens, when you drive into it twice, you've got nothing to come home with. And that may happen today. The kick out from Rogers. Max Parker didn't really get near that one, but it came back to him. Harris. Hasn't been his biggest game, but he's still doing useful things. Running through the centre is Templeton. He's going all the way. Oh, he's a very pacey man, Templeton. The lead is on from Nichols. That ball won't reach him, though. Nichols, Harris. He has to hook around the corner. Templeton, no. Jolly it is. He's got it in the pocket. Hooks back towards goal. Taylor's in the square. He can't mark it. Leslie has drowned him in the last 20 minutes. The kick away is going to land just inside, and there'll be a throw-in right in front of the scoreboard. Certainly Leslie on Andrew Taylor has taken control in the last 20 minutes. The big blonde man, wonder how much he's got left in him. Parker and Johnson. Parker brings it back. Harris, a long kick forward. A point only. Woodville 12-12 to the Magpies, 15-11.
We're getting close to the end of this quarter. It's 28 minutes gone. It's been a torrid quarter. Port established that early lead. Woodville fought back, and then Port have gone ahead again. Parker couldn't. Leslie's had a very big third term. Anderson gets clear somehow. Puts it towards half forward. Russell against Rogers. Rogers did well. Well, Schwartz got one in the back, and he'll get the free. The Bombers not happy. The free was there. Schwartz is warning like a glove today as Ron Fuller goes for the tracksuit. Let's hope he's okay to come back in the last quarter, but he didn't look good when he went off. Peter Schwartz towards half forward. Taylor again at the back. Kevin Harris roved it beautifully. And it goes short here to Sewer. Sewer's into space. Oh, beautifully done, Harris. Beautiful pass. Sewer takes his 5th mark. Now he should make the distance okay. Drop punt is fine. Oh, 3 to Sewer. The one that the Warriors needed. Close to the end of the third quarter. They come back now. 13-12 to Port Adelaide. 15-11. Top action on 7's Big League.
brilliantly done, Kevin Harris. He took the ball off the pack superbly as a true rover, almost nonchalantly spied Sewer, who'd made the break, found the space. Kinnear couldn't do anything about the mark. A fine kick, kick number 8, goal number 3, and the Warriors back in the fight.
11 points only, very close to the three-quarter time break. Parker and Johnson. Parker got the tap away, but it was Clifford's ball. Jones is sandwiched in the middle of the pack, taking it away O'Brien. A vital move forward by Port Adelaide. Anderson goes long. Very important what happens here. It comes off hands. Lund, can he dive desperately on the ball? He does. Or the handball didn't go clear. Stephen Williams missed. Only just. 15-12 Port Adelaide. The Warriors 13-12.
2 goals in it. 30 minutes gone. Andrew Rogers, a courageous effort today. He's moved with Dwayne Russell to full forward. He's followed him wherever he's been. The kick looks for Parker. Oh, may have been a free kick there to Max Parker. They've got it clear, however, through Haylock towards centre wing. Darren Grant the chance, boots it off the ground. Now an opportunity for Mackworth. Mackworth gets a handball under Taylor. He's been quiet for a while. A long kick in from Taylor. Nichols against Harris. Oh, Nichols almost square. Sewer, he's kicked 3. Is this 4? Into the open goal he goes. Listen to the roar. 4 goals to Sewer. Top performance. 9 kicks. The Warriors are right back in business now. 14-12 to Port 15-12.
Yes, brilliantly done. Started by Grant at centre wing when he socked it off the ground. Taylor got it, but gee, that looked awfully like a throw as it went over, but Ralphie didn't mind. Into the open goal, put through his 4th, and the Warriors now trail by only 6 points.
Well, since that break in the first quarter, they haven't been able to get back in front. Taylor will get a free kick. No, play on's the call. Schwarz tackles. Through they go again. Templeton it is. The quick kick forward. Nichols over the top. Mackworth. Kinnear. Goal! The siren's gone. I think the siren saved him. There it is. Three-quarter time. A magnificent quarter of football. The Magpies leading by 6 points. 15-12 to the Warriors 14-12. Final quarter. First semi-final. Port Adelaide a goal up. It's been a magnificent contest. Big crowd here to witness it. Max Parker being shaded by Russell Johnston, but he's still done very well. Bombers had a problem with Schwarz too. He's worn him like a glove all day. Umpire Argent to repeat the bounce. The Woodville runner on the ground having a chat to Lund about something. Big Max goes for the left. He missed. I think there'll be another one. Laurie Argent cannot quite get this game started. It'll either start this time or he'll find a free kick. Port 6 points up. It's been a magnificent contest. And Ralph Sewer really brought the Warriors back into it late in that third quarter. Great smother on that occasion by Schwarz. Sewer smashes over the top. Will it come off though? A chance for Haylock as he kicks it around the corner. Taylor, he comes in and he lines it up. He's put it through. Oh, great goal, Taylor. 13 kicks, 2 goals. The scores are level here in the first semi-final.
Well, we saw this side show tremendous character last week. They ran all over the top of Norwood in the last quarter. Different circumstances today, however. It's been a very, very hard game. There's been plenty of pressure on them. But the way they've started now, indications are that it could be a Warrior win.
Well, they've got the breeze behind them in the final quarter. Now, the moment of truth for the Magpies at the centre bounce. Parker against Johnson. Magnificent tussle all afternoon. Here's towards now. Kinnear lost it. The Bomber didn't. Boots them to the half-forward line. McDonald searches for it. Gets a bad bounce. Coming to meet it now is Rowan Smith. He can pick it up. They're in business. Well done by Fiachi there. Kick further forward by Johnson. Up towards full forward. Darren Smith can't quite get there. Back in defence is Fantasia. And I don't think he really conceded the point, but he took it across the line. And Port Adelaide have got their 13th point on the board. They've hit the front 15-13, plays 15-12.
Des O'Dwyer will go for distance. Ron Fuller's back on the ground. He left it late in the third quarter. Over the top, a chance for Ron Fuller. Oh, he's favouring that ankle. He'll get a free kick though for pushing the back. Played magnificently, Ron Fuller. and he's finding it hard to keep his feet at the moment. He was bleeding from the left ear initially, and then he appeared to be bleeding from the right eye, and then he had an ankle problem. That was pretty good though to Rogers. Nichols! Oh, up too early. It's about the only way he could mark against Harris, though. He's played a superb game, Ben Harris at fullback.
No question about that, Peter. Marvellous performance. Nichols has booted 3. But Harris so very, very strong. Throw in the left forward pocket. Chance for Port to get clear. Clifford to run it out. Bangs it back towards centre wing, but only as far as Parker. Big Max, line-hearted performance again today. Beaten in the first quarter by Johnson, but really has worked hard since then. Rogers has gone forward into the space, and Woodville have got it at half-forward left. He may be too far out to score. Ebert, a worried look on his face. See this game perhaps slipping away from him. They lead by a point at the moment. Rogers a good 60 metres out. He's hooked it. May not be a score even. No, it's gone out of bounds on the full, no point. Scores are tied away again, 15-13 apiece, and we've played just over 3.5 minutes of the last quarter.
They don't come any closer, and who would have thought so after Port led 9-2 to 3-2 at quarter time. The mark has been paid to... Who has it been paid to? Russell. Dwayne Russell on the half-back line. Had a quiet afternoon. Drive towards centre wing. Grant takes it well. Kicks back half-forward on off. Parker on his own. Big Max might be too far out to score. Big Max has tempered it in short if he can see him. Doesn't want him. Kick number 9. He's going for home. Wind assisted. Still a couple of short ones there. Haylock short. Doesn't want him. He's confident he can make the distance. It's a magnificent kick, and he's popped it through. The Warriors have hit the front. Big Max scores his first. 16-13 to the Magpies. 15-13.
Well, I don't know about the kick from Grant to Max Parker initially. It certainly went straight to him. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But Big Max, when he got it, all he wanted was 6 points. He had a couple of chances to push it short, but he went straight for home.
Warriors in front by a goal. 5 minutes into the last quarter. Stephen Williams lost it, but Leslie atones. Kicks towards centre wing. Fiacci. Kinnear too long for him. Grant taps it onto Taylor. Tried to get the handball out and does. Chance for Harris. Oh, what a roar at the moment as Harris goes in short for Nichols. Went one-handed. At the back, Templeton. Close to the line. Out of play. No holding the ball. Oh, against Taylor. And the free kick has gone the way of Stephen Curtis. Stephen Williams in trouble behind play. Got a very nasty knock. I think it may have been from Fiacci, his own man. But he's groggily getting to his feet now. He's very tough, Stephen Williams. The ball is out of play. Half forward left. The Warriors into attack.
Yes, I don't think he knows where he is at the moment. He's coming off Tim Ginniver to come back on. Throw in half forward left flank. The Warriors in attack. Parker. Oh, it went back to Anderson. A tumble punt kick up towards centre field. The bounce will decide. It favours Fantasia. Clear. Puts it up now. Centre wing. Oh, it's a bad kick. Here's a chance now. Lunn. Back turns out of trouble. Run down by O'Brien. Gets the kick away. Harris out in front. And what a great game he's played for Port Adelaide this afternoon. That's his 9th mark. 10th mark in actual fact. A long one to the outer side. Smith over the top. Fine mark. Rowan Smith runs it through Fiacci. Left leg to the half-forward line. O'Brien can't get there. Lunn doesn't try to mark. Oh, goes down he goes. Now he's under pressure. Takes a high knock. I don't know whether the umpire's going to bring the ball back. I think he is. And the free kick will go to Alex Lunn on the half-back flank.
Well, I think the umpire could have let that play on, although he wanted to make sure that Woodville had the advantage, and he wasn't quite sure, so he made a stand and indicated that Lunn had to take his kick. Big Max from behind. Dwayne Russell, I think, is having a run on the ball to try and lift the flagging spirits of the Magpies, but I can tell you what, they're not done yet. Harris, Sewer, off he goes. The lead is on. That's possibly too high for Nichols. No, it's not. Play on's the call. Through goes Curtis. Out to Hutton. He uses the left boot. Harris tries to cut it off and does. Just puts a hand on it. Well, Nichols went very close. That one nearly stuck. The Warriors by 6 points. A big crowd here, and I think about 75% of them are supporting the Warriors. Big Max pulled that one back beautifully. Fuller's handball was brilliant. Reflex. Through goes Harris. Loves to run through half forward, but he's kicked it straight to Curtis, who cuts it off in the fullback area.
Just need to steady an attack now, pick their mark. Curtis' 7th kick is towards Kinnear. They've got a loose man now, Port Adelaide. He can go to Boyd. Greg Boyd's got it at half back. Martin Leslie's the run, but he put him under pressure. Back to Boyd. He needs a bounce here. He's got it. Port Adelaide can go deep into attack. Max Parker won't catch him. Boyd's kick is towards half forward. Out in front, O'Dwyer. Oh, after a very tardy start, he's played a top game, Des O'Dwyer. And that's his 4th mark. 8 minutes into the quarter. Warriors in front by 6 points. Taylor on outer side. Harrison went over the top and he got the break. Harrison heads off. He's had one bounce. 8th kick, and what a vital kick it is. It's going in towards goal. This could tie the scores up. Oh, it's hit the boot of Fantasia. And they're clear. Somehow Woodville have got it clear. The kick to the outer side will find Colin McDonald.
On the half-back line, the Warriors start to run the ball again. Sewer clear, centre wing, close to the line. He's still got it in play. He zaps off. Left legs to the half-forward line. Parker over the top. Russell Johnson in front. Fine mark. Plays on. Leslie. He's going to get run down by Harris. Kinnear under pressure. Johnson. Curtis. Fiarchi. Port Adelaide on the march now. A long one. In towards Darren Smith. At the back of the pack. O'Brien shows him a clean pair of heels. Ties up the ball game. Kick number 6. O'Brien boots his first. 16-13. Both teams don't come any closer than that.
Well, you kick a goal and you get dragged. Russell Evert had already made his mind up. O'Brien off, ball A's on, but Port Adelaide are not done yet. There's plenty of run out there. Set up by Russell Johnston and Martin Leslie across half-back. The run came straight down the ground, and O'Brien is a speedster. Speared through his first, scores a level as we approach 10 minutes in this fantastic last quarter of football.
The best Sunday afternoon of the year, no doubt about that. 40,000 people, I would think, close to it anyway, here at Football Park. And 10 minutes into the last quarter in the first semi-final, the scores are locked away. Identical scores, 16-13 apiece. Woodville now through Haylock. Taylor out on the long lead. He's going to get there. Oh, that was a superbly put bowl from Haylock. Taylor takes his 8th mark. He's about 45 metres out. And he kicked the first goal of this last quarter. Kick number 14. Leslie certainly got on top of him in the 3rd. But Taylor is fighting back strongly now. What a vital kick. Taylor from 45 metres. It's booted 2. He's got under it. Hooked it slightly. Off hands. It's going to go through. And the Warriors are back in front by a point.
What a game. Biggest crowd of the finals by far. Must be close to 40,000 people. Only 1 point the difference. Harris looks for the lead of Johnson. The big fellow gets his hands on it. Can't complete it. Grant. Harris uses Curtis as a doormat. Goes for home with a long one. And he's put it through. Oh, what a brilliant goal. Harris kicks goal number 3. 11th kick. And the Warriors get their noses back in front again. 7 points they lead. 17-14 to Port Adelaide 16-13.
Well, Russell Evert's playing drafts out there because Borlase is now off and O'Brien on again. But what a great goal. An individual effort there by Kevin Harris. Magnificent performance. Some people are saying what happens if this game's a draw. Well, at the end of even time, they play 5 minutes one end, 5 minutes the other until they get a result.
Result is there at the moment. Porter in front by, or rather Woodville in front by 7 points, but Porter coming back again towards half forward. Off hands. Jones, who has stretched it off earlier, gets an effective handball over the top to Grant. Back to Rogers, and Dwayne Russell's in trouble. Rogers bounces clear to the centre of the ground. Oh, here's a chance for Taylor again. Up high, almost. Nichols caught, loses it, and Curtis comes clear for the Magpies. The long handball, searching for Kinnear. Tackled by Haylock is a good one. Port have lost it. Templeton asked to play on, goes short to Harris, and he's got it just forward of the centre. Oh, the dynamic Kevin Harris goes in short. Suzy's objective, too high for him. Ginnivan ducks the head. Umpire Argent wants to bounce it. 7 points in it, and we've gone past 12 minutes of the last quarter.
He was snookered, had nowhere to go. Might have been a dangerous move to duck the old head. The umpire might have pinked him for holding the ball, but the Warriors playing with confidence now. They've got a lead of 7 points. Taylor in there. Through goes Leslie. Whips out a handball. Taken by Harrison. Hook centre field. The bounce will determine here. Dwayne Russell is back on his feet again. Bomber Clifford. Rowan Smith. Port Adelaide running. Through the half-forward line they go. Put it up for Fiachi, and he's got it. Rowan Smith wants it back in the double play. He's got one to beat. Shoots for goal, and he's got it. Brilliantly done, Rowan Smith. Goal number 2. The Magpies fight back. Great action on Sevens Big League.
Well, we did mention a little while ago, there's no way known that Port Adelaide are down. They've got plenty of run. Over the top, it was Clifford again who gave it over to Smith. Smith ran down the field, gave it, got it back. Fiachi did it beautifully to him. And then on that left boot, he's a very tidy performer. 9 kicks, 2 goals, Rowan Smith. 1 point in it, the Warriors leading. Plenty of great football yet to come.
No place for the faint of heart at Football Park, whether you're a spectator, commentator or footballer even. As Fuller kicks it towards half forward. Oh, good mark, Curtis. Strong mark over the top of Haylock. He's very good in the air, Stephen Curtis. Wayne Russell wants it short, but he's going to go wider than that. Run in from behind, but it's a Port Adelaide in mark. Jeffrey Phelps out in front, takes it. Now Port Adelaide will go into attack again. Testing time for the Warriors. Clifford got his eyes on the ball. Thumped clear by Swartz, but only back as far as Clifford. Harris a tackle. Clifford's lost it. Jones in, or is it Mackworth? Mackworth in to support him. Goes close to the line. In fact, it's gone out of play. And Port Adelaide will take the resultant free kick at centre wing.
Taken by Kinnear. Kinnear looks infield, goes for the lead now of Dwayne Russell. Rogers over the top, thumps it towards Russell. Boyd, he gets a nice sit. He's on the left leg, looks for Darren Smith, and he's found him. Brilliantly done. Russell Boyd had a blinding first half. Nobody in the square at all, but I don't think it's going to matter. Darren Smith takes his 3rd mark. He's only 30 metres out in front. He booted 4 goals in the Magpies' 9-goal first quarter. Kick number 5. Darren Smith towards the golf course end. A lot of pressure on that. He's got it. And the Magpies are back in front. 5th goal to Darren Smith. Port Adelaide 18-13. The Warriors 17-14.
Great fighting spirit by the Magpies, and Darren Smith hadn't booted a goal since the first quarter. He was on the end of that, took the mark, booted the goal. Incredibly, there were no Warrior defenders back in the goal square then. Anything could have happened. Port Adelaide are in front by 5 points. Can the Warriors come back?
Halfway through this last quarter, Parker against Johnson, pushed on by Fuller. Parker had it and lost it. So did Harris, or barging his way through was Leslie. Colin McDonald held without it, and he'll take it at halfback. Rowan Smith, the offender. McDonald played a very good game. Bangs it back towards centre half forward. Taylor in the middle of that pack. On the ground, John Martin slips it to Harris. Here's a chance for the Warriors now. Harris goes in with the left foot, but he's offline and out of bounds in the left forward pocket. 5 points in it, 16 minutes plus gone. What a sensational first semi-final it's been. After Port Adelaide led by 36 points at quarter time, the Warriors pegged them back to 5 points at half-time, and then Port Adelaide led by 6 at three-quarter time. Harris working hard in the pack, gets it back to Haylock. Haylock shoots to goal, but he's offline. I'm not sure whether he'll make the distance. Yes, he has. 1 point only. 17-15 in the Warriors. 18-13 Port Adelaide.
Tense. Big crowd enjoying every minute of it. Ben Harris looking for Russell Johnson, no doubt. No, this time he's going for Anderson, who's got to make a metre to get there. He does it well. His first mark. Gee, had plenty of kicks, but only his first mark. The medalist off the half-back line, 17 minutes gone. A 4-point ball game. Anderson back towards Johnson. Over the top, Taylor. After play on. Beats one. Haylock a chance now from the handball. Out there in Nichols, the bounce would aside. Harris right there with him. Back onto the natural left leg. He puts it in high. All Port Adelaide back there. Boyd has to thump it clear as Martin came into him, and the ball is out of play in the right forward pocket.
The Warriors badly need one, trailing by 4 points. Amazing game of football in this first semi-final. The Warriors down by plenty early, have come right back into it. Max Parker played very well. That kick didn't quite work. There's Nichols again. He drags it back. Oh, what an amazing goal, Nichols! Oh, what a freak, I should say. Well, there you go. He is a freak. 4 goals, Nichols. 18-15 the Warriors. Port Adelaide 18-13.
Oh, freak, fluke, call it what you like. It was a sensational goal. Nichols' 10th kick. He's booted his ball off, and it couldn't have come at a better time. It's put the Warriors in front by 2 points.
Sensational game of football. 2 points the difference. Now Port Adelaide have got to come back. Fuller gets it out. Grant, Rogers, a long kick to the half-forward line. Curtis up over the top, thumps away. Harris with a chance. Across comes Leslie. He's got to race those tired legs. Harris close to the line. Players on top of the ball, and the umpire will come and ball it up in the left forward pocket. Port Adelaide by 2 points. Woodville by 2 points in attack. The breeze with them, but Port Adelaide showing magnificent fighting spirit, just won't quit. Johnson, Rowan Smith, sensational goal a little while ago. Alex Lunn looks for it, grabs a floater well. Centre field, 19 minutes gone. Still plenty of time, I would think another 10 minutes. Kick number 6 to Lunn. He'll go for home with a long one. Ground covering kick towards Taylor, got up, tried to thump it clear. Harris in, nowhere to go, out to Haylock, he'll need help. Gives it back now to the half-forward line there to Swars. He in turn Fuller, up the full forward. Nichols, oh, the bounce is not a good one. Here's a chance, Greg Boyd back in defence. Heaves a long one. All Woodville back there, but a fine mark, a brilliant mark taken by Hutton of Port Adelaide.
Oh, what a pressure mark that was. I thought the ball was going out on the full initially. 6th kick, Hutton brings it back towards centre wing. Colin McDonald, up he goes. Oh, good mark. He judged it better than anybody. Should try and keep it perhaps on the grandstand side. And as I said that, it went way out the other way. Punched away now. A bad bounce again. Harrison. Seward tries to apply the tackle. Here's a go, Port Adelaide. They've got a space. Geneva puts it out long. O'Brien comes across. Fiachi there as well. Back it goes. Mackworth Jones it was that got rid of it very quickly. Fantasia runs it out very close to the line, and we'll see a throw in left half forward flank for Port Adelaide. Can they win another one? I tell you what, if they do, you'll have to say one thing. 2 fantastic sides out there today have fought brilliantly from go to woe. A chance for Templeton. He's a speedster. Superb kicker of the ball. Nichols will be outreached by Harris, who has played very well, although Nichols has booted 4. Ben Harris from fullback will go to centre half forward, or that could prove dangerous. Max Parker takes the mark. Russell Johnston looks at the umpire, shakes his head and says, what about the push? But Big Max has got it, and he can kick a long way. He booted one from a little bit further out earlier in the last corner. There it goes. He's pushed it off to the left. It's coming back. It's a point. 10th kick to Max Parker. And the Warriors now advance 3 points up.
Oh, goodness me. 3 points in it, approaching 23 minutes. The kick to the outer side. Oh, Rowan Smith went very high. Sewer a chance on the ground. Held without it. Sewer's got it. Sewer now too far out to score. Boyd's in trouble. That's Russell Boyd. And Sewer's just steadying it down at the moment. And Port Adelaide trying to call him for the stretcher for Russell Boyd. The pass was to Templeton. He's gone in short. This could be it. Yes, it's succeeded. Jolly's got it. And there probably won't be any more important kick than this one by Randall Jolly at the moment. 30 metres out, directly in front. Boyd still getting treatment behind play. This will put them 9 points in front if he boots it. The umpire goes a long way. He's gone too far. points. Porter 18-13.
Well, Port Adelaide have got the stretcher out, but I don't think Russell Boyd needs it. We were going to have to hold up play. In fact, umpire thought he's waiting for the stretcher to get off the ground. The outer side. Over the back of the pack waiting for it is his brother Greg. Gets a handball. Rowan Smith close to the line. Quickly in McDonald. Smith can't get the ball out. Haylock will go in to help his teammate, but the ball is locked up and the umpire will bounce. Boyd showing great courage to run off the ground, obviously in great pain. Borlay's about to come on, but the action on the outer side of the ground where the Warriors lead by 4 points. Geneva gets the kick away up towards centre wing. The umpire says play on. Rogers has the ball. It must have been touched. Here's a chance now. McDonald on the left leg towards the half forward line. Taylor! Might be too far out to score. He puts in a mammoth kick going right up towards full forward. Harris again. A regular Rock of Gibraltar in full back. Going into time on his 7th mark. Harris now to edge Port Adelaide. Out of defence. There's only one kick in at 4 points, but time running out for them. They can't get it into attack. Kinnear got it from Geneva. Here's a chance now. Port Adelaide. Half forward line. Fiarchi getting underneath the ball. He's got it, or is it O'Brien? O'Brien it is, and he's got it half forward left flank.
39,000 plus here, roaring themselves horses. Port Adelaide perhaps go through forward for what could be the last attack at goal. Fiarchi's tackled, the play's held up, and Laurie Arden will bounce it. Right half forward flank for the Magpies. Well, that Randall Jolly kick at goal a minute ago was a crucial one. The Warriors 4 points up. They want to play in that preliminary final, so does Port Adelaide. Here's a go as they come out of attack through Rogers. Big Max is in front. Russell Johnston. Oh, he didn't kick it. Gary Haylock was tackled on the kick. The umpire holds it up and there'll be another bounce. Incredible game of football. A big crowd for a first semi-final. 39,066 people here to watch it. Malcolm Blight, how would he feel? He's 4 minutes away from a preliminary final. Dwayne Russell, very close to holding the ball decision. Neville Thorpe comes in for a bounce.
Oh, jeepers. Final bounce, just about. Final chance for Port Adelaide to go forward. 26 and a half minutes in. Rogers got it to ground. Now he swings onto the left boot. Should keep it close to the line and go for distance. Martin in front. Plays it cleverly, pushes it to the line and out of play. Time ticking away now for the Maggies. They're trailing by 4 points. 27 minutes into the quarter. We would expect there would be perhaps another minute and a half to go. From the throw-in, can the Warriors go forward? Templeton almost throws it out. Curtis, oh, robbed by Harris. Harris can go all the way here. Look at the kick. Going close to the goals. Hit the post. Oh dear, another point to the Warriors. They're 18-18. Porter 18-13. 5 points in the ball game. 27 minutes and 20 seconds into the quarter.
David, I hope you're being objective. The kicking is going to the outer side. Michael O'Brien. McDonald, here's a chance through the half-forward line. He puts in a long one. Harris getting back. I think he's gone. He's just offline for a point. Well, that's it. They'll be struggling to lose it now. Will Port Adelaide win it? It is a 6-point margin. Port have got to score twice to win.
Well, if the scores are level at full time, they have a 3-minute break. Then they play for 5 minutes. Then they break again and play for another 5 minutes. And the side that's in front at the end of that period wins the game. If it's still level after that, they keep on, well, they do it again. Schwarz, here's a go. No, Lund put his hand out. A miraculous save. 28 minutes into this last quarter. This has been the game of the year. Not a great deal of point in fighting at this point as Lund goes back. Max Parker, Russell Johnston, both have played great games for their sides. Templeton belts it to the line. Rowan Smith, he's had a good last quarter. If anyone can get them up, he can from here. Martin puts it back. Another chance for the Warriors as they try to push it forward. Templeton to the line, puts it over the line, and we'll see a throw in right half forward flank for the Warriors. David, they must be favoured at this point.
Oh, 6 points in front. 28, almost 29 minutes gone. There couldn't be much longer now, and they're into attack. Parker, Harris, Fuller down the bottom. He's got that one high again on the ear. But he's okay. Warriors fans going berserk now. 75%, probably 80%. Barracking for the Warriors. Russell Ebert sensing defeat now. 39,000. What a crowd. What a Sunday afternoon it's been. Harris through again. The human tank. There's the siren. They've won it. Oh, umpires haven't heard it. They have now. Laurie Argent coming down to tell Neville Thorpe that the siren's gone. Emotional scenes here at Football Park. One of the best games of football that you would ever see. If our finals are going to be like this, our remaining two, what a treat we're in for. Templeton hits the post with a kick after the siren. But the Warriors have won it. The final score, and what a tremendous effort it was. Trailing by 9 goals to 3 at quarter time. The final score, Woodville 18 goals 20, 128. Defeated Port 18 goals 13, 121. The margin 7 points.
Well, the fairy tale continues. A marvellous victory there to the Warriors by 7 points. They kicked the last 7 points, in fact, to win that game. Sewer and Nichols booted 4 for the Warriors. Harris got 3, Taylor 2. And for the Magpies, Darren Smith got 5, Clifford, Rowan Smith, Greg Boyd and Russell Boyd 2 each. And after the game, David Darcy and Ian Day caught up with a very jubilant Malcolm Blight and a somewhat dejected Russell Ebert.
How did you feel at half-time? Were you confident?
Well, only because you've been through it so many times this year with the guys, and there's a terrific feeling around the place that, well, if we keep on working hard and doing all the hard things, something will eventually happen.
Tell me this, where has that character come from?
Well, I like to think it's in the boys themselves. You know, there's a lot of new players at the club over the last 2 or 3 years. A lot of them have played 40 or 50 games now, and I think that they're the right type of kids that really do want to play footy. And if you like that, you're always a chance.
Russell, well, bad luck, but, you know, finishing, well, finishing,
it's not bad luck. It's not bad luck. It's the end of the season. Finished. 86, you put your Guernseys away, and that's the frustrating part. If you could have this feeling at 2 o'clock, then you wouldn't lose too many games, but unfortunately it's human nature.
To close, I just say on behalf of the football public, thank you for this today. 39,000 here. I think it's a record semi-final, and the game that you played and Port Adelaide played, we must be very thankful to you, the both clubs. It was great.
Yeah, it was a great game, David. And I think that's a great ad for football. It's also very pleasing that Woodville won, of course.
Yeah, well, was it ever if you're a Warrior supporter, and I think just about everyone in Adelaide barracks for the Warriors at the moment, and why not? They're doing everything right, and as I said, the fairy tale goes on, and the fairy tale might turn into reality pretty soon. In fact, next week in the preliminary final against Glenelg, who knows? We'll take a break and come back with more footy after that. Well, there's another big week of football coming up this week. In fact, tomorrow night, 10:40, exclusive to Channel 7, the Brownlow medal count from Melbourne, and we've got some stars in it. Bradley, Kernahan, Platten, Motley. OK, a couple of them were injured, but there is plenty of joy there for South Australians watching that one. Let's hope we can get a winner. Next Saturday, 11:30 a.m, the reserves preliminary final, Woodville against Central District, the Cinderella sides. Then at 1:30 we go live to Melbourne, the VFL Grand Final between Carlton and Hawthorn. We're going to stay with that one right through to the presentation. Immediately after that, our finals report. Then 6:30, Sevens Big League for what should be a wonderful game of football, Glenelg against Woodville. The first time that Woodville have ever been in a preliminary final. And I tell you what, they are really celebrating at the moment. They celebrated after the game, in fact, and they went out on a high note with the Woodville club song.